Black Wall Street, what's up, bro? What's up, Mike? Long time no see, bro. Happy belated New Year to you, my boy Mike. As I will kick this off in a couple of seconds. I already dropped the link, so Mike, you want to come up? Come up, bro. It's good to see you, bro. I see you from time to time in the other rooms in the manosphere. I say what's up to me. I say I'm sorry about that. I say what's up to you, bro. I'm like, yo, Mike, man. What's going on, man? How you doing, bro? All right, get this shit started. This is our business show here. All my brothers in here, Black Wall Street, popped in a little early. As I'm eating my dinner now. Yes, Tootsie Pops in my dinner. So you guys, I told you guys I was popping up here early. Come on in. This is our business portion of our program. Now, this is business and investments. The brilliance of Black Wall Street, the excellence of Bigtime. These two guys with Tacman and a whole host of others give their expertise on what stocks are going to be hot in the future. While I'm waiting for these guys to come, one of the big conversations I had today was about, in my opinion, what the Jets are going to do with the second pick. Yeah, I'm back on for Black Wall Street. Bigtime, yourself, all you guys who have advice and investments, bro. This show's for you guys, man. I'm waiting for the link is in here, by the way. Yeah, Dwayne's up here just quickly, bro.
Good evening, Mr. Mace.
Good evening, young man. You still got that haircut that made you look like you're 5 years old?
Yeah, but I need to get it
Oh,
tightened back. I need to get it tightened back up. I've been on vacation.
I feel you, yeah. I'm gonna get mine done
Uh,
Thursday, man. I was gonna get it done today, but I'm gonna call him and say, give me 10 o'clock in the morning appointment on Thursday. I'm gonna go get that done, man. How was
yeah.
your New Year? Good, bro?
Yo, man, it was cool, man. It was cool. Brought it in a good way, and emptied out a few things, and started off right. Uh, Now I'm hoping that I get some good news tonight from the election, so that
Okay.
some positive changes can occur in this country. You know,
You really believe in Kamala, don't you?
uh, I believe it's better to deal with somebody who knows that there is a problem than those who are in denial that there is a problem at all. So, do I expect uh, uh, a parting of the Red Sea and everybody goes to the promised land of Afro Atlantica? No, but I'm not going to take the chance of being in economic, social, and political change. So that's what you get with the other party.
Interesting. Here with the big boss, Dwayne, the dynasty
You know,
begins now. Since it's me
yeah.
and you here, we could talk about this.
Okay.
How do you really feel about Tua? Seriously, I
You know,
told you my
okay,
observation a long
okay,
time ago.
yeah. I think that. a lot of people had way too high expectations for someone who was not even a year off from major surgery and uh, the moment or moments of his difficulties caused frustration with those with a lot of the fans who had high expectations. I wanted him to be the somewhere between a manager of a store and
Hmm.
a regional manager.
Okay.
Okay. I wanted him to be able to pass for anywhere between 250 yards and have a pretty good percentage, not cost us the game, which is what Flores wanted. He wanted somebody to be able to not cost him the game. So my expectations for him were within reach. The last game, you know, I think that they had a poor game plan. It looked slow. It looked pedestrian. And when they got behind and didn't take advantage of opportunities, just like they should have gotten a touchdown
Hmm.
on that drive that Byron Jones got the interception. So if that's the case, maybe maybe the game changes. The pace of the game changes where it's more manageable for Tua rather than the way it went because it seemed like the Bills just said, "Okay, we got to wake up. We dodged a bullet. We're not going to allow them to establish the run anymore because we're going to put the pedal down." And that's what happened. The Dolphins couldn't run. They abandoned the run. They went to the short passing game, which was unsuccessful because of pass protection and drop passes. All the things that were weaknesses for this this team all year long came to a head and compounded that with the fact that the defense for the first time failed to show up as a whole. Not just Nick Needham, but quite a few players. And it's expected. You can't be at that level every single game. And when that all happened, that created that storm where, special teams gave up a touchdown. You had crazy interceptions. You had, just drops. Everything conspired. And to put all of that on his shoulders, he wasn't ready for it. I'm not saying that he's not going to be someone that the Dolphins can depend on 3, 4, 5, 8 years from now, but he wasn't ready today or that day.
Miami, I love you.
Uh,
Black Wall Street. Come on up, bro. We're waiting for you.
uh, there are things that game identified that need to be improved on in order for them to win. We talked about that a short period of time while I was on earlier, with respect to the offensive line. they do need some more plate. They do need some, like I said, they need the peanut butter. They need more peanut butter because the peanut butter is like that. The stickiness
Hmm.
is the trenches, and they need some sweetness. They need a lot of jelly. But before you go thinking about getting Devonta Smith, you need to get the peanut butter.
I
You
get
can
the
you can you can win with the peanut butter sandwich, but you can't win with just the two slices of bread and
I
a
get the
little bit of peanut butter.
Dwayne. I get the feeling because the Jets, like Kim Jones reported this afternoon, either they're going to get Sam Donald a receiver at 2, they're going to trade down, or they're going to get rid of Sam Donald altogether.
Well, I mean, those are the options. So that's not earth breaking or groundbreaking in the reporting. Those are the options they have, and that's going to be depending on input from the coach. That's going to be input from the GM. It's going to be input from the staff who's brought on to evaluate Darnold.
Yeah.
You know, to see whether or not they keep him or not. And if they keep him, then of course they need skilled players because to have Frank Gore and uh and only Denzel Mims, I think that's who they have as their
Yeah,
wide
Denzel
receiver.
Mims, who I like a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, I like him, but he's a rookie and he's the only one. And to see Robbie Anderson going off like crazy for Carolina leads you to believe that there was some player personnel moves that should not have happened.
Yeah, Gase didn't
Okay.
like him. He didn't like Gase.
Yeah. Yeah. And we all know once you get into Gaze's doghouse, it is almost impossible to get out of. So they
Totally
need they
agree with
need
that.
skilled players at wide receiver. They need skilled players at at the running back. But you know, for them, Sewell fits in well for them as well
That's who I
because
want.
because I know, and that's who the Dolphins want. That's who you want. But Sewell fits in well with them because just imagine you got Sewell and Becton for the next eight years.
You know what it is up here, bro? There's no way they're taking our offensive lineman because they know how upset their fan base was. So they're going to get them either a new quarterback or they're going to trade the pick and get a receiver there. And if
Well,
let's say they keep Donald, they're going to trade the pick because they know they can get a lot more to
if they
fulfill
trade that
these.
pick,
Yeah.
hopefully the Dolphins are in play because whoever they're trading it to, it wants two players, either Justin Fields or
So well,
Sewell.
Bengals or Carolina. Watch those two teams.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you know, and I know that the defense may need a middle linebacker, but before you get the middle linebacker, you need to get the O line straight. You
Absolutely
need to get the
correct.
O line straight. And
Absolutely correct, sir. I've been
you
pushing
know,
Sewell since last week. I tell you what happened.
you know.
Um, I had DM up here 2 o'clock in the morning, Thursday morning. He was up here.
Hello, Black Wall Street.
Yeah, we're gonna start with him in a couple of seconds. I had him up here, and the question I asked him was, What's up with Zach Wilson?" I'm sitting just like this, and he said, "Mace." I said, "Yeah, he's the truth." I went just like this, and I popped right back up. Oh my God, was he raving about Zach Wilson in here? And
I mean,
no, good.
he's an option at it could be at 36. He could be at 18. I don't see him at 3. I
Well,
don't see
now
him.
the
I can't see the Dolphins picking a quarterback
no,
at
no, no, no,
3.
no. I think Big Boss, I think they're gonna go. They're gonna take Sewell. I don't see unless if the Jets don't trade the pick, they're not taking him. They're gonna take Devontae Smith or the kid from LSU, the wide receiver. They're not going to.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, they're not going to take a lineman.
I
The
mean,
fan base is already upset up here.
it. I mean, in a perfect situation, if the Dolphins had the O line intact, you know, I would love to have Devontae Smith. I mean, the guy is extremely athletic. He does think he can make a 5 yard slant into a 40 yard touchdown or long play in an
He had a
instant.
hell of a bowl game. I tell you that against
Yeah,
Notre Dame, bro. I'm
and
telling
and um, I mean, there are some skilled players out there, but before you get the skill, before you get the jelly, you need the peanut butter.
you. Yeah, they need to get. I'm telling you, Jets. You're gonna do us a hell of a favor, bro. Taking that Devontae Smith. What's up, Laura? We get ready to do it now. Uh, then we do. Laura's getting pissed off in the chat room.
Yeah, yeah.
Before
I
you
could
know,
just imagine.
yeah, we'll pick this up
He's
tomorrow.
already pissed. He's already pissed about the third pick in the draft, and
Yeah,
then to compound it, we're not talking about the stocks.
yeah, that's right. We're
You know,
about to do that
so
right now because our guest is here. The brilliance of this man right here, a man that has lifted my station so much so that Ramir Mir has stopped doing manosphere stuff, and from now on, he's only doing business and tech because of this man right here. Good evening, Black Wall Street. Word is leaked in the manosphere. This platform I have with you and Big Time now. Thank you so much. I told you guys it was gonna happen.
Wow, man. Thanks for having me on, man. I really appreciate that. You know what though? Honestly, I'm glad that the manosphere is starting to get back to that because it was getting off, getting off kilter for a little bit. We were talking about too much about, about the women and all that. And I think that, when I came into this place, it was because I wanted to be around more like-minded people and try to find things to help build us as men. So I'm glad if Ramil is starting to get back to the business and tech, I'm
Yeah, he
happy
is. He got a new channel now. I think it's called Premiere.
because
Started yesterday. I
actually,
subscribed.
that's really good because I was actually talking to the Spiritual Logic about like, man, he kind of fell off after he started going off about some of the stuff going on in the sphere, and I kind of lost interest a little bit. He kind of lost my interest for a while because he wasn't really doing that. So I'm happy that he's getting back to that because that's what we need as a people, man. We need to get back to working on things that's going to help us progress in this world. So
Edwin Anderson next week. Black. And keep it techie next week. Two of my guests.
oh wow, okay, look at you, man. Like I said, man, you're the talk show host, man. You got
So,
bringing them in, man. So you're doing your thing too, man.
yeah, man. You know this is all about making money and saving money and make your money grow. She, what's up, bro? What's up, She? We here? She, what's up, bro? Good evening.
Yeah, what's going
Yeah,
on,
good.
man?
Good, man. I'm getting this. We're gonna get this business show started right now.
Hey,
The big boss up here is excellent in investing, so he's part of the program. Big time
okay,
will join us a little later, and other people. What's up, buddy?
yeah, because even like that's what I said, man. When I first came in this space, like I told people, my wife had told me about Erica Williams, so I always be watching her channel, and she would always talk about BGS and other guys in the manosphere. And she would always talk about the money aspect. She said, these guys they have their opinions and they have certain facts about things. But the main thing is she always talked about how she respect a lot of the guys like BGS and them about the money. Glendon Cameron always talking about him, the way he deals with things. And that's what I came to the manosphere about. And when I started seeing what the guys in the manosphere would always talk about, and I'm like, well, where's the money aspect? Because I'm like, a woman told me to come to this space. So I mean, we kind of criticize most of the majority of the women, but a lot of the women come over here kind of soaking up the game as well. And my thing, every time I hear things, I'm like, where's the money aspect? And then I hear guys every now and then talk about it. But I'm like, when we start talking about money and somebody tries to derail the conversation, I'm right there to tell them, hey, this is about the money, man. How are we gonna empower the next generation if we're not teaching them this? Because ultimately, it was a guy earlier. He said that. He said the way things were back in the day, you kind of learn through your pops or your uncle or your big brother how to, be a man. Ultimately, the way the internet is going right now, everything is in your face. These kids got a computer in their pocket. So there's no reason that they're not succeeding on life. And the tools are there. They just got to go search for it.
Facts.
Well, that's one of the things that we're here to provide certain tools so that everybody can get this information. It's not about, you having to search for it. Hopefully something that someone says sparks your research into a particular type of investment vehicle or investment stock or investment commodity that will spark you to do the due diligence and make a decision on how to invest. And some of this talk will also teach you how to invest. So I don't get into all of the other peripheral stuff with the manosphere, but I talk a little bit about, I talk what I know about finance in the stock market. So if I have something and I say it and you like it, fine. If you don't, at least you have something to think about to compare it with.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us here, we deal with particular stocks. Some of us deal with REITs. Some of us deal with ETFs. Some of us deal with options. Some of us deal with Bitcoin. Bitcoin just took a big hit.
Yeah, I heard.
But everything, you should have a diversified portfolio to the point where if something goes bad, it doesn't cause you to lose everything. You risk enough to where if it takes a big hit, you're not out there scrambling on the street or talking about how I'm gonna pay my light bill. But by the same token, that diversification during different cycles, different times in the economy can help you survive the ups and downs of markets and economic times.
Totally agree with that.
During times when interest rates are high, you may want to deal with certain type of bonds, and if they're lower, you deal with another type of bond, one that's gonna, you can get bonds at the current rate, a premium, or a discount, depending on the interest rate. And that's how you can make money, loaning money out to municipalities and governments, or to businesses. But loaning money to businesses is a little bit more risky depending on how they pay back. But all of that's dependent upon the interest rates. I've learned a lot in a short period of time with respect to the bonds and stocks, and I'm just willing to pass it on to people, man.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man, because we're a little older, Dwayne. But these young guys, the sooner they invest their money, let that work for them, make that grow for them, the better it'll be for them.
Oh man, compound interest is the best friend of a 20 or 30-year-old person, because that that compound interest over 10, 20 years can take $36,000. If you took and you deposited $100 in a savings account, that's getting you 0.0003%. So you're not even getting a whole percent. You're getting a percentage of 1% in a savings account as far as interest is concerned. But if you put that into a ETF or a mutual fund, that's going to get you anywhere between, and that's low estimate, 7 to 12% interest compounded yearly. That $36,000 turns into $300,000-400,000 after 25 years. So, you know, you can save a little for a long period of time and come off very well, being very conservative, but also smart with your money. Okay, instead of buying a pair of Nikes every month, put that money and maybe buy a pair of Nikes every 6 months, and put that money in a mutual fund and watch how it grows.
Agree.
We were actually talking about last week how if people bought the Nike stock instead of buying the Nike shoes, how much more money they have now if they did that, you know, at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah. I mean, you want to pay yourself for being a customer.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you buy something, buy stock in it. If you shop somewhere, looks like you shop at a Kroger, buy stock in Kroger. If you shop at, if you one of those people that can afford to go to Starbucks every day, give up and put some money towards buying 5 or 10 shares of Starbucks and hold on to it and watch how that money grow. You know, and that's just examples, because some of these companies also pay dividends.
Right.
While you're investing, and you can grow your money, get paid for owning the stock, because certain companies, they will pay a dividend every year, or sometimes 6 months, they'll pay that dividend. So compared to if let's say Starbucks is paying $2 every year for each share that you own. You own 100 shares. That's $200 in your pocket just for owning something that's making money for you. And, you know, that's a win-win. You also supporting the company because you spending the money buying their product, and you believe that much in the product that you buy the stock in it, and you get paid for investing in that company. So there's quite a few stocks that pay dividends. You know, you can look that up. Your cell phone is another thing. If whatever your carrier is, whether it's Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, buy 5 or 10 shares of that stock as well. You already paying for them anyway, because you paying the bill. So get some money back for it. Take a little money, invest in the company that you already believe in, because you're giving them your money anyway, and make some money while they making money.
Facts.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because a lot of people don't understand how their money could work for them, and just by thinking like that will give them opportunities, that things that they might not have even been aware of. Because I just took a look at Starbucks, and you know, the Starbucks dividend is about $1.80 per share, so that's almost $2 a share. That's almost half the price of a coffee at Starbucks, just for having a share of the stock. And the stock definitely grown a lot over the year as well. Just over this one, I don't know why people are buying Starbucks during the pandemic, but I guess they're selling online or something. But
listen, people gonna pay for their vices,
right,
and their utilities during hard times.
That's facts.
Okay, they're gonna buy food, they're gonna pay their rent, they're gonna buy gas, and they're gonna buy their vices. So I don't know what vice you have. If you have a vice, whether you drink, you smoke, you smoke weed, whatever it may be. If you smoke weed, buy some cannabis stock. Buy some cannabis stock. Buy some hemp stock. If you smoke, invest in Philip Morris or Lorillard. If you drink coffee, doggone it, buy some Starbucks or buy some Maxwell House stock. Whatever it is, whatever you use on a regular basis.
Oh, some Folgers.
Yeah, Folgers. Yep. You could
waking up,
and it may not be named Folgers the stock, but you can find out what the ticker symbol is by going to Yahoo Finance or just Googling it. What's the ticker symbol for Folgers? Whatever the case may be. I don't have my computer with me, so I can't do a lot of things tonight, but you could whatever you use, if you big into cars and you big into detailing, find out if one of the products that you use is publicly offered. If it's publicly offered, buy some stock in it. I mean, these are things that in everyday life you don't think about what you use. But if you look in your kitchen cabinet, all the foods that you use, whether it's Campbell soup or Orville Redenbacher popcorn, whatever the case may be, there's some company that is making money. Find out what that sticker symbol is and buy some stock in it. Because obviously you believe in it because you've eaten it.
Mm-hmm.
You using it, you consuming it.
And I want to say too, with that Starbucks thing, it was funny because when the pandemic first happened, Starbucks had to close, and a lot of people they just didn't get the deal. Like every day, people stood in line at Starbucks at 5:30 in the morning, knowing that they open at 6, waiting on Starbucks. There were people pulling the door handle. They're calling calling corporate, calling the number. See, was the people in there because they needed their coffee.
Yeah, oh yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yep. Your needs are always going to you're always going to want to take care of your needs. So the best way to gain off of that is to actually buy some stock in a company that you believe in. Now, I'm not saying you do that with everything, but you find something in your cupboard or that you use every day. Okay. And I like to use the cell phone example because everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has a carrier. Buy some stock in it. Buy some stock in it. If you use a debit card, you got a MasterCard or a Visa, buy that. Buy some stock in that. If you have, even if you use a check cash in place, which you shouldn't be using a check cash in place because they rob you. They rob you of your hard-earned money. But if you do, find out what company is on it and buy some stock in it.
There's so many virtual bank companies. It'd be a shame if people are still using check cash in place. I mean, it's true, but still, I mean, you got a lot of
people
virtual.
Who still use check cash in places, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame because they rob you. They rob you.
How factory? Take your time.
I would tell you to stay away from the check cashing spots. Stay away from the title loan spots.
Oh man.
Figure out a different way. Figure out another way. Get out of the habit of using check cashing spots. Okay. That's a whole nother, I mean, that's not stocks, but that's just money management. You can use your savings account, and I'm not saying that you can't have a savings account. You should always have maybe $1,000, $2,000 in a savings account for those just in case of
Take
emergency.
your time. Hello factory.
you know, just in case of emergency, you need $1,000, $2,000 to pay something off that just happened, emergency type thing. You have a checking account to pay your bills, you know, and you have a brokerage account that you can buy your mutual funds. You can put your money, anything that's over and above that $2,000 that's in the savings account, put that money into a brokerage account so that you can make somewhat smart investments in some mutual funds or ETFs to grow your money. And then if you have any money left over, that's when you invest in stocks. Okay, because of the volatility of stocks, the stock market, you don't want to put all your investments in stocks. You want to put some in mutual funds, some in ETFs, some in REITs, which is real estate investment trusts. Those are companies that manage corporate properties or apartment buildings and office space. That's that type of stock or investment with the REITs. You want to find companies that have at least 80 to 100% capable of collecting the rents. That's a good REIT to be able to do that, especially in this economic time. And there are some out there that do that, that have accomplished that. That's a good investment. It's somewhat conservative. You're not going to get in one day a rise of 200%, but you're not going to lose a lot of money in one day either. And that's what you want for your long-term investments. Shorter term investments, you want to invest in the stocks. And if you really get into it, you can get into options, which can make a lot of money betting on whether a stock is going to get to a certain price or not. I don't want to get too involved in that Black Wall Street, because that may be something that we need to build up to in later calls, later shows.
Platforms, yeah.
But you know, just to keep it simple, savings account for emergency, checking account for bills, mutual fund, ETFs and REITs for your long-term investments. So that way, you know, you're watching that money compound interest on a yearly basis, monthly basis, weekly basis. You're watching that money grow. And if you have the brokerage account, if you have some sort of emergency, you can always move it to another account, another stock, or take it out if you really have something, because it's very liquid. You're able to get that money within 2 days or a day or 3 days, so that you have it. So it's not locked into something. That's the beauty of a brokerage account, where you can actually do that rather than going to a broker or a dealer where you'd have to go through a third person. I talked a lot in a short period of time. I apologize.
No,
No, it's good, man. You're giving good information. I was surprised it went dead myself.
And you know what? I want to just piggyback off of that, because, you know, as people, we're working and we're trying to, you know, save up for our futures and things like that. It's time that we start really, you know, being on top of what we're doing with the money that we're saving. And I think what you said was a really good idea, is to diversify the money that you get. So if you have your checking account, like you said, is for your bills and your expenses and all those type of things. You have a savings account that you just put away for just in case, you know, break glasses, you know, in case of emergency. Then you have your ETFs, your mutual funds, and then you can have your stocks as a way of money that you can use to grow. Like I tell people, if you can, you know, out of your paycheck, take out like however much, like maybe like $100 a month or something like that, and put it into, you know, a different type of account, like a stock market account or ETF or something. You can start building your wealth for your future. at a better pace than you would if you had like an IRA or 401k. Like if you have if you have like if you save up some money, you put $100 into, let's say, like a stock market account every month. Just as you're building that $100 every month, those stocks are also growing at the same time. And then on top of that, like you were saying, you can receive dividends, which you can go take out of that and then put that back even more into the stocks or whatever other account that you want to use. So you can find ways to make the money work for you, passively while you're with the money that you already have right now.
Yeah, you can choose to reinvest the dividends. You can check that off on your stock purchase. You can have them. If you have a brokerage account, you can have it where instead of it coming out as a check to you, they can just put it and keep it into the brokerage account itself. So you can use that money or reinvest it into that stock. You can. There was so many things that you said that I wanted to piggyback on. The fact that you're able to diversify your portfolio will help you ride out a lot of the ups and downs of the market. And when you invest in a ETF or a mutual fund, that money is basically growing for you. And I know what I want to say. If you can leave your money in there for at least a year in a particular stock and it grows, the cutoff point for paying the capital gains on that is 1 year. You own that stock for a year. You don't have to pay the capital gains tax on that profit once you pull it out. But if you cash that stock in, say you get, like Zoom was going at one point in time like around $567. If you pulled that money out right then and there, if you bought it at like 200 and pulled that money out, you pulled the $300 and whatever multiplied by how many shares you have, you were going to pay the capital gains tax at the end of the year. You get a 1099. Don't throw away any 1099s. I repeat, do not throw out any 1099 forms you get from a company, whether it's from a stock or a loan that you get from a pension loan, whatever the case may be. Do not throw it out. And if you move, make sure that you update your address with those companies. With a brokerage account, that's pretty easy to do. But when you talk about with your pension loans or some sort of loan that you took out, if you don't update the address, they're going to send that 1099 to your old address and check the block. They communicated to you. You don't get the 1099. You claim on your taxes that you got, I don't know, $70,000. And it come to find out that you got $12,000 additional dollars. The government is going to come back to you with interest for that 12 G's. So be mindful of the need to update your address. I know some people live certain ways where they don't want people to know where they live, but if you're investing in stocks or you're working with IRAs and 401ks, update your address. I can't say it more clearly. All right.
Yeah, that's facts. That's so important. Like a lot of people just have to be on top of how their money is working for them, because a lot of people don't even know. They might be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it.
That's true.
Or 401k that they forgot about for 5 years for some job that they had 5 years ago and don't even know that money's been appreciating this whole time. And these are the type of things. These are the type of little things that you can do here or there to really get an edge on your finances. so many people have been, especially during these pandemics, so many people have been struggling. You have to really start thinking of, how's my money that I'm saving, how's it working for me? Because if I can get like a 20% growth in the money that I save, that's 20% more that I can use at the end of the year for whatever else that I need. It's so important that, even if you have like an IRA and a savings account, if you can just put some of that money into stocks, because the most important thing that I want people to get is to get an understanding of how this all works, so they're not, overwhelmed by everything. Because people look at their 401k and be like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Or they look at the market and it's like, I don't know what's going on with the market. But if you could just have an understanding of it and just realize what's kind of going on in your own way, in your own eyes, then you can see how you can make it work for you. I mean, everybody has, brings something different to the table. The other week, everybody had like a different stock that they thought might do well. And the thing is, like, if you kind of understand how the stock market works, you can find those stocks on your own, and you can, like you said, you can just look at the companies that you see every day. I have a little hack for that. Is that if you have a company that you like, or you're interested in purchasing the stock, go ahead and Google the stock price on your phone. Like go to Chrome or whatever, and then Google it, and then look to see like what the stock name is, how the stock is doing. And then what happens is that because Google keeps your cookies and they control, they look at what sites you go to, you'll get updates on the company that'll show up on your like in your Google pages or your Google timeline, just because of them saving the cookies. Like some of the stocks that we've talked about over the past couple of weeks, I'll look it up on my phone and kind of see like how the stock is doing. And then like a few weeks later, I'll get like a little, recommended article about one of the stocks. Like this is one of the subjects that you're interested in. Here's here's an article about it. And you look at the article and it's like, oh, the stock is going up because it's such and such, or the company's got this going on. He's like, oh, maybe I should buy now. Maybe I should sell now. But you're not even like looking at the stock every day or nothing like that. You're just getting the major events.
The highlight.
The highlights, right? The highlights that are coming up just on your timeline, just because it saved the cookies of you looking at the stock in the first place. So you can do that just by searching it, researching it on your own.
The bill from Nicer says, I hear more and more people talking about farming and growing their own food as an investment. O'Shea Jackson mentioned he was starting a rabbit farm during his live the other day. That's it. I think for anybody, that's not a bad investment to grow some veggies.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not a bad investment. I mean, if you got the land to be able to do that, that's all well and good. Now, a lot of those companies are not. So I don't know if Ice Cube's farming is publicly traded. If it is, okay. You look at the volatility of the stock, the beta, see how it reacts to the various indexes, S&P 500, NASDAQ, whatever the case may be, and you look and see how well it does when the market goes down, because that's what the beta is, and when it goes up, how high or where it rates in comparison to that index. Every time I come on here, I'm gonna try and talk about one term in a simple way for fundamentals. So today is the beta, and that judges where a stock in relation to the S&P when it's a bearish market and when it's a bullish market. Bullish is when it's going up, bearish is when it's going down. So if you find an investment that you want to invest in, look that up, see how it is, see how it relates, see how in relation to the S&P 500, how it is doing versus that in both good times and bad times. And most of the time you have a number, and so let's say 11. Okay, if it's 11, then it's basically doing $1 above the stock price, or above the index, excuse me. If it's 18, it's $7 above, and it'll be $7 below during a bearish market, $7 above during bullish market on average. So that's one fundamental for looking up a stock and how to see how it relates, so that you can make a determination whether you want to invest in it or not. If you were looking for farm companies, Monsanto, you know, that's a global agricultural company. If you into farming, or that's one. If you like their policies, some of their stuff is kind of, if you're an environmental friendly person, you may not like that. So you could look up environmentally friendly farming companies and go from there. Find out one that you like or a couple that you like. If you have a brokerage account, you can even put that on a watch list, so you can watch it on a daily or weekly basis whenever you get on your account. You could practice buying on the paper money side. A lot of brokerage accounts have paper money accounts where they give you paper money, like $200,000. Paper money. It's not real.
Monopoly
then
money.
You can monopoly money, and you can practice, make the purchase, and you can watch it grow or decline over a course of a month, and you can make a decision as to whether or not it's a good investment. That's another option that you have with respect to all these type of things we're talking about, whether it's stocks, bonds, options, commodities. You know, you even have ETFs specifically for various bonds, various companies that invest in IRAs. There's a lot of stuff out there, but you can do all of that in practice with a paper money account, watch it grow or fall, and you can make a determination as to what the market has been doing according to NASDAQ, S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial. You know, you can look at those indices, those three indices, and see in relation to the stock that you're looking at, how it is performed in a bearish or bullish market, and then make a decision.
Yeah, you know what? That was actually a really good point that Nicer came up with about the about people starting to put more money into gardening and into growing their own plants and stuff, because when you think about that a lot of people are moving towards that, especially during the pandemic, because a lot of people are realizing, what can we do to kind of help, create our own food, because, they're talking about food shortages and lockdowns and all of that. So a lot of people have been starting to grow their own food more. But not only that, it also coincides with the cannabis stocks, because a lot of people are going to be growing more cannabis now because of the legalization. And of course, because of all the cannabis companies, they're going to have to pump out more product, and they pump it out by growing it. So I was actually just taking a look at something, and you can actually really invest in a lot of the stocks that are going to be that are gardening. So one of the big stocks that's made a lot of money this year is Deere. We all know about Deere because they do the the lawnmowers, and they do all the farming and every agricultural
heavy equipment.
Exactly. So Deere has actually gone up. It's gone up 50% since for the year of 2020. It went up from about $170 to $270 right now, and then from the beginning of the pandemic, it was down to like $100, and it's gone up from 100 to 200. So that's almost that's almost 2.5 to 300% that has gone up. So that's actually a good stock to look into, as well as Miracle Grow. Everybody knows about Scott's Miracle Grow. Well, that's what they're going to need to use for the to grow all kinds of plants, agriculture as well as cannabis. and that one has grown up a lot over the past year as well. That's actually gone up. That's actually doubled. That's actually went from $100 to $200 just over 2020 alone, and that's not even including the pandemic. That's just normal. That's just normal, upward trajectory that the stock has been going up with. So if you were interested in looking into a stock, not only for growing agriculture, but if you're also interested in the cannabis as well, you can actually merge both of those by looking into some of these gardening stocks, because those are going to be used for both. And I think that that's something that a lot of people are going to turn to in 2020, because not only are more people thinking about growing their own plants and growing their own food and stuff, but we've all seen how cannabis has blown up over the past couple months and couple years. Matter of fact, with all the legalization, that's gonna skyrocket with all these new states that are legalizing marijuana, and it's actually looking towards like they're gonna legalize it throughout the country. And if that happens, then these stocks are really gonna blow up. And then of course, we always love our farmers. They're always trying to support the farmers and make sure that, no matter what happens in any type of crisis, that the farmers are going to be protected. So that's almost like a slam dunk of some type of stocks to look into, is gardening stocks, because they're always going to be protected, regardless of what's happening. So that's actually a great point that you guys both brought up.
What's up, Big Time? Big Time. How's you on this?
How's it going, fellas? My bad.
What's up, man?
It's all right.
What's up,
How
Big
you?
Time?
All Platinum be up here in a few minutes. He said he had some business to take care of.
Yeah, sorry, I've just been working on that Excel sheet, so that'll be ready on Saturday. I'm gonna send it out on Friday, no matter if it's ready or not. But I like I told Mace earlier, I just keep on adding things to it that just seems like I'm just getting out of control on it. So, but either way, I'll send it out on Friday. Finished to be unfinished. I mean, like I was telling Mace, basically it's just a tool to help you, work out, just help you with what you have right now, and then help you with whatever later as well. And anything that can benefit you to with the tool that this is going to give you, it should help you out. That's basically what I wanted to do, is just give everybody a tool, a good tool to work with.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And if it's Excel, I definitely can figure it out. I love spreadsheets.
Yeah.
I create charts and pivot tables and slicers, like it's nothing. So if you ever need data crunched, hit me up.
Well, hopefully it's good enough for everybody. So, like I said, keep on adding to it. Just for some reason, I can't stop adding. So, not what I wanted to do, but it's happening. So, it is what it is.
It's the effort that counts, bro. I mean, doing that for everybody, man. That is very, very. That's a carefree thing that you're doing, man. That's why you're a great human being, bro.
I
All
appreciate it.
all three of you guys are great. Anybody else in the chat room? Hey guys,
And there are some we were talking about cannabis. There are some stocks, but I know some people don't want to necessarily get into researching each one, but there's a ETF. There's a couple of ETFs that deal with just specifically cannabis stocks. I know one in particular is YOLO. That's the symbol, YOLO. And when I first purchased it, it was at $12. It's gotten up to as high as $17.92. Right now, I think it's about $16.40. I
It's
haven't
at
looked at it in a couple of days, but huh?
$18, matter of fact, right now.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm holding on to that for the long term. You know, that's a profitable ETF that at first I bought 10 shares, now I have 50 shares. So, you know, I made the last purchase when it was at 14 and change.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's
So,
actually a really good investment because once that gets up to like 20, I mean, it's only going up. And then, you know, like I said, like if you have some money that you can use to put into the market, and that's why I was saying earlier, like if you can put it like $100 or a couple hundred, however much you can put in, you know, per month, and then put it into the market, you'll find gems like YOLO. Like you get $100, you buy 5 shares, that grows in the next 3 to 5 months, you know, to however much, that's that much, you have that much more money in your account. And then you can use that for whatever emergency that you may have, whatever things you might have going on in your life. And instead of having money that you had in your savings account that goes up at 0.2%, you're making a 20% gain in your money. And that money, you can use that much, you know, for a lot more things than you could if you only put it in a savings account.
and you know what the wonderful thing about that is, when I sit down with my son, he's 20, he's 24 now. He just had a birthday. And I show him how things work with respect to stocks. His eyes are no longer like glisten like a deer in the headlight. He's now comprehending, and he started his own brokerage account.
That's good. That's good.
So, you know, I gave him $100 to start it off, and he put in $600, and he's now doing his investments. And I want him to get where he can open up a margin account. And most of the time with a margin account, you have to have about $2,000 in, and then he can really start doing some trading. Not that he could do day trading, you know, because you got to have like 25K in there to do day trading. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I want to trade. I want to day trade. I want to day trade." First, you got to build up that account, and secondly, you got to be willing to take them losses. So it's not like you have 25 and then you can day trade all day long. You got to build it up even more and be very selective in what you're doing. That's where the study comes in. That's where, you know, diversifying your account. Thank you, baby. Diversifying, my dinner's ready. Diversify your account so that way you don't take a big hit. You can set up those trades where, and I don't know how well versed people are. I don't claim to be no pro, but you can set up to control your gains and control your losses by putting in stop loss orders on your trade, so that if it hits 3% below or 5% below your purchase price, you instantly get out of it, or set a dollar price so that you can instantly get out of it. So that way you control your losses and you can control your gains as well. 5%, 10%, 15%. You feel as though you've made enough money on that stock for the time period you owned it, 15%. You can hit that. You don't even have to hit it. It's set up automatically to trade it, to sell it at that point in time. So, you know, you can study up. I would say anybody who's listening, study up on how to make orders, the different ways that you can do it, because that will save you a lot of money and a lot of pain, and allow you to not have to experience a lot of pain when stocks rise and fall.
Yeah, man. I mean that's just a beautiful thing that you've already planted that seed in your son. because by the time he gets to our age, he probably gonna have his own fund, his own hedge fund or something, man. Because that's all it takes, man. Just kind of giving them, exposing kids to this stuff, and then they'll take it, and run on their own. They can take it and run with just their own knowledge and their own, giving their own input onto it. So just doing that for him, you're already empowering him to do something that so many of us aren't able to do, especially at that age. And then give him that kind of knowledge and the kind of understanding of how the market works. Just him getting that alone is gonna be just it's gonna be huge for him just for the rest of his life. So
Yeah,
I mean, amazing.
When I was in my 20s, all I was thinking about was pussy. And I'd spend my money on cleaning my gear, getting clothes to the cleaners, and spending money on dates and going out and hanging out, going to this concert, going to that concert.
You have 2 unheard messages.
All that is
First
all that
unheard message in the center to provide you with an update regarding the COVID crisis.
Okay. All that, I wish I had. If I had 45% of the money I spent on entertainment, I could have that money back so I could invest in stocks and bonds and whatever, I'd be rich. So that's why I'm glad I'm able to get my son to see the light a lot earlier than what I did. And my father tried to tell me as well, but you know what? I was having too much doggone fun to think about certain things that was important. So now I'm learning, and now he's learning at a much earlier age. So that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
That's what the point of this show is, so that we share knowledge, we pass that knowledge on, whether we pass it on to a daughter, a son, another young person, even an older person who has the income, has the money sitting there. I mean, it's a shame to see people have $100,000, $200,000 sitting in a savings account, not making any money. Meanwhile, the banks are making 12% on your money. 12% interest on your money that you worked for 40 years for, and you got in a savings account. Meanwhile, they making 12% on it, and you're not making any money on it. And you could take, even if you wanted to be somewhat conservative, you got 200,000 in the bank, you take 40,000 and invest that in a mutual fund or even into an annuity. Put it into annuity so that it can pay you off at a higher rate than it would be just sitting in the bank. There's so many different vehicles that we need to learn about and spread the knowledge on, because everybody else, all these companies are making money, all these banks are making buku money. I look at in Columbus, nationwide, they making money, enough money to build up 2 skyscraper buildings. Meanwhile, people are getting 0.01 or 2% on their savings accounts, and just don't make sense.
It comes down to financial literacy.
That's what we're here for.
People get scared of it, though. There's so much to learn and so much to understand. But like you said, like everybody's been preaching here, it's you're not old enough to stop learning, and it's supposed to be for the individuals that are young, but there's nothing wrong with getting into it as if you haven't done it since, if you're older by any means. So
yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying go out there, take your hard-earned money and put everything in on one stock. But by the same token, you can put 10,000 in an ETF. You could put 10,000 in, and I'm saying this in the case of the person who's got $200,000 in a savings account. You can put $20,000 in a mutual fund. You can put $40,000 on a blue chip stock or in a ETF that's based on the Dow Jones Industrial Average or the S&P 500, something that's almost guaranteed, close to being guaranteed as possible, to make you some money instead of your money just sitting there doing absolutely nothing.
Definitely.
Yeah, good idea. I mean, anything from your ETFs, from your mutual funds to your index funds, put it in an IRA and let it sit for a few years and see what it gets you. It's going to do a lot better than, with an S&P, everything with like from ETFs, S&P 500, it's going to do well. So at least do something, or better do something with it than nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good direction to go in a sense, because we talked about paper money, and I was hearing this individual that does his own show on the stock market. He does a lot of day trading. He said it's best to start with paper money. So especially with options, you lose less money by doing it that way. Learning how to do an option, paper money is the go. So something like that, and not just learning that, but there's, I think, possibly by taking looking at a few things, the difference between, IRAs and like you were talking about with annuities and stuff like that. I think it'd be a great idea to, with these shows, to break these down, to have everybody understand the differences and the positive and negatives as to, positive and negatives to, the differences between them and what might be better for them. I think I think it was, who was Quinte? He asked last week, what was, what we thought about a trust fund, or how would you open up a trust fund? So those are things that we could actually help with too, by looking into these things and maybe preparing a little bit more into separating certain things that we could talk about, and, maybe educate a little bit more. We educating ourselves at the same time. That's something, possibly some type of direction we can go with it.
Okay, well, I tell you what. I can pledge to have information, a breakdown on I'm trying to get something down my throat. On a subject for Saturday. What would you like for me to bring to the table exclusively so that everybody can learn from?
I mean, whatever you want to talk about, man. I mean, this is
okay.
This is for the people, by the people.
All right. So what I'll do is,
hey, and I understand that, and that's great. But I think this is just my opinion. We can vote on this. It's just my opinion, because mostly I think once we get into this, I think we're going to have the same people up here. And just my thing is that if we keep on grabbing and keep on throwing stuff out, it's just it's very unorganized. I think we have we have something specific that we look at consistently per each individual.
So I tell you what, I will come back to the table Saturday with a overview and explanation, not too detailed, on the benefits of investing in an annuity and the different ETFs that are specific to bonds.
What's up, Lou?
So those two subjects I will have for Saturday. So that gives, with respect to bonds, ETFs that are selling that are specific to bonds, the bond market, and that'll give everybody on the panel and those who are listening 2 investment vehicles that they can get in for relatively low with respect to ETFs, and also how they can benefit from putting money they have saved up into an annuity. And they an explanation of how an annuity works.
All right, Dwayne. So what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to scribe, you know, going through what information we brought to the table. All right, and then we're going to break down certain things that we can actually look at per, like, let's say a Saturday, that there's certain things that we're going to bring to a table. Nothing too big, because again, we all have jobs, so there's no problem with putting 1 or 2 things, you know, on the side, and then everything that we've talked about, you know, throughout the show, we should go through before the end of the show. And if somebody's like, you know, coming in on the back end of it, they're not missing anything. At least they can get some information, or, like, you know, we can go ahead and just tell them to look at this episode, and all this information is in this episode, so that they know what's going on. So,
Okay.
Lou just said, you guys talk about some mining crypto.
yes. So Lou brings up a great segue into that, because I've like I said, been putting this chart together. There's tons of stuff I'm putting on there, and that was one of the things. Because, you know, because Star is so huge in this in cryptocurrency, and I want to learn a little bit more about it. It'd be great if somehow, some way, we can all bring something to the table, let's say Saturday, to have an understanding of what cryptocurrency is, why it's so big, why it's going to be beneficial in the future, those type of things.
Yeah, I second that. You know, crypto is obviously blowing up, and what I've noticed, what I've been hearing, is that one of the major reasons why Bitcoin has been going up is because there isn't as many Bitcoins as there used to be in the past. So that's where the mining Bitcoin comes in. I mean, to mine Bitcoin, it can be profitable, but you're going to have to basically get a supercomputer in order to do it in a consistent basis. There's a lot of processing power that goes into it. There's a lot of electricity that goes into it, a lot of heat that goes into it. So you're going to actually have to have a supercomputer, or you're going to have to really dedicate, your computer, your electric bill, and a lot of other things to mining it. Just like anything else that you're going to do, that you're going to create, like we were talking about earlier, like growing plants and stuff like that. If you wanted to grow plants in your house, you're going to have to dedicate, some space for a greenhouse. You can't just get a pot and then just expect, put a couple seeds in there and then think you're going to have a garden. So it's the same thing with the mining. It is a process, but it is something that can be done. I know some people that have looked into that, especially when Bitcoin was first starting to go up a few years ago. But, like I said, I think it's important for us to have a better understanding. And then if Star P could come up and give his 2 cents on it, because that is something that is blowing up right now. I'm not too familiar on why it's going the way it's going right now, which makes me a little skeptical on it. But the more information we can have on it is going to help us all to kind of better invest in it, because it is something that's making money right now. I mean, that's something that cannot be denied.
So is that something that each of us have to bring something to the table, or just is one person going to bring a report?
I think you would. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I mean, I think whoever can bring something. I mean, if you have some information, tell me. Whoever has the information,
well,
I think bring it.
I've never looked into Bitcoin, so I would be a virgin on this. So if somebody else could step up, I would appreciate it.
So the whole point about this is to learn, but again, putting this on one person's big. But again, here's the thing. It's all about learning a little bit as we go along, but I don't want to, first of all, just my opinion, also don't want to continuously hear the regurgitation of it too. because the more people that are start coming into this, there's going to be a lot that we've already talked about. That's why we have to have some type of outline here. Again, this is just my opinion. If we continuously go like this, then without any type of outline and any type of structure, then this whole thing is just going to be bonkers. You know, what then are you really going to know what we just talked about this past session prior to this or before that, or, you know, whatever? We're just going to go in this direction where whatever we find, we throw out and we throw out and we say. It's just, to me, I just don't see how that's going to work. That's just me, though. To me, I need a little bit more structure. I don't know about anybody else.
Structure in which way?
Well, as soon as I get this, as soon as I send this Excel sheet out on Friday, you'll understand. But as in, if we talk about, let's say, we've talked about this like last month and a half or something like that. A lot of things we've continuously regurgitated. I think if we stay on some type of outline, like let's say Saturday, because like Lou brought up about the crypto, and I've been thinking about that too as well. We need something to break it down, some type of information. We can find all that information. Hell, I can bring it up too. I mean, hell, if you know, if that's the case, I'll get all the information. Heck, I have an outline. I actually have a cryptocurrency for the investment tracker, which has a lot of information on it. And we can go from there.
That's why
honestly. So yeah, I mean, all the information there, but it doesn't mean that we cannot not look at it while throughout the week, just saying, okay, I get that, I get to understand that. Because again, it's good because there's other minds involved. They might think like, oh wait, I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at it this way. And you know, again, we just need an outline to figure out, you know, which direction we're going to go, as in, you know, what we're going to do for the week, instead of throwing these things out. So that's just, again,
that's why I was saying it sounds like we all can do some research on the Bitcoin, but it would be nice for the first time that since you have that already established, that you would bring it up the first time.
That's fine.
To be able to explain it, so that way, what we've learned during the time between tonight and Saturday, if there's something that's not understandable to us, we then can listen more and gain a clearer understanding of it from your, you know, 5-10 minute presentation on it, or whatever the case may be. That's why I was asking. That's why I said I'll do those two subjects that I mentioned, and then since you brought up the Bitcoin, we can all look it up and understand, gain some understanding. But that seems to be something that you believe in, and since I'm new to it, it would be better if a presentation came from you, because you have a clearer understanding of it from right now.
That's fine. All the information I have right now for it, I'll use on Saturday.
Star Platinum say he's going to explain it to all you right now. He's coming up.
All right.
Okay.
He'll be up in a second. I'll beam him up right now.
And I dealt with crypto. I actually minded some what it was. I forgot which coin it was. It wasn't Bitcoin. It was another coin actually, and I kind of minded it overseas to a different company, and I kind of tanked it out when crypto was actually going down. That's when I was dealing with the company, so I kind of lost, but it was an advantage. I mean, I put 500 in it, so it wasn't like a real hit miss for me, because it was some money that I had got extra from something anyway, and I just threw it in there with the intent of, if I got some, that was a profit. If I didn't, you know, it was a loss. It wasn't a big deal to me. And the mining, I actually was about to do a mining over here with the I think it's called an ant miner, and the machine itself, I mean, you can actually build it yourself with the graphics card. You just have to have, like the guy said, build a supercomputer, basically dealing with those G graphic cards, and it's like the real high performance ones. But like he was saying about the power assumption, it gets, on your energy bill. So we were looking at the whole deal of actually doing the solar panels and doing it in the shed, but the only reason we didn't kind of proceed and go forth with it because of the sunlight. But I mean, it's actually money in mining crypto though. That's like one of the things that you can kind of make money in besides buying it, and the benefit of it is good.
Yeah.
Oh,
The price.
Lou. No, go ahead, Dwayne.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, who's gonna go? Black Wall Street?
No, I just said that the price that a lot of the cryptos are right now is a good time to mine them because they're going to be worth more than they were, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Lou just said in the chat room that we do, Lou, to answer what you just said about planning our daily show, we do. We planned this weeks ago every Tuesday night, and every Saturday morning, Big Time and Black Wall Street come on Saturday morning. So we do have a platform. It's not like we don't have a platform. We do.
Yeah, I think Lou is, if I'm wrong, Lou, but
he's checking his dog. Yeah, we do have a show here.
Yeah, I think we're good with the show. It's just make sure we structure it. Because I remember like when we first did the show, it was kind of a little bit all over the place, but it was still good information. If we just structure it the right way, like kind of have like a, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about that during, this show. You know what I mean? Like it's like, right now we're going to talk about the crypto on Saturday. Bigtime is going to talk about the, the watch list or the portfolio. So, I mean, yeah, we could do that. I mean, I think it's going well, though. I think, like you said, a lot of people are getting a lot of great information. I've gotten a lot of great information. It's like every show that we've had, I've learned something new. So, I mean, it's been really good for what we've had right now. Just kind of tighten up some loose ends. We'll be all right.
We're trying to continuously improve it. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with.
I totally agree with that.
So that's one of the 6 Sigma principles: continuously improve.
I think also a problem is, and I think I know where Lou is going with this, is that the other week, it was last week, we had a packed house up here. Today is good because the guys who really care about this stuff is here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, anybody could come in and get something from it, but we're the ones that are providing information. If people want to. You can bring information anytime they want to. They can also listen in on anytime that they want to. So it's a win-win for anybody who attends.
Yeah, because this is about making money. It's not like this is about, we're talking and we're having a campfire. This is about grown-ass men who want to see how we can make money, more money, so we can live comfortable for the rest of our lives.
We already making money with this stuff, man. Some of these stocks are already doing well, man. Like you said, the ones that we kind of been talking about have been doing well, so there's already been money. Like I got a Walmart dividend this morning. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, Lou.
Hey, fellas, I just want to say I'm gonna have to duck off. Got a little other channel I gotta jump on right quick.
Yeah, good. Do what you gotta do, man. I'll catch you.
I'm gonna listen back to the replay for everybody, man, and guys, like he's saying, I think it was Bigtime was saying it, talking about having a structure. We have certain hours where we can kind of focus on certain things. That's what he's kind of more or less in, have a little more structure to where, we're not jumping, even when we throw in our stock picks. Let's have a time for that, time for crypto, a little more organized. I get where you're coming from, but nice talking to you guys. I'll holler at you later.
You too, man. Okay, I know.
All right, man. Take care.
I know what he means by structure. It's like what Bigtime is talking about is do it more like a TV program. Like segment 1, what we saw this week. Segment 2, it's like would you take a risk and a chance of putting some money down on these certain stocks, chapter 3, crypto, and then chapter 4, we review everything.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. I can structure it right.
Do that anyway, we just kind of just have to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this is this for that, and after that we do this or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, and we can structure that.
Yeah,
we can structure that, and that's okay. We can do a program like that. We just take it a segment at a time on each show. Like I said, we'll break up the show in 4 or 5 parts. We'll open the show with what we have for the week. Section 2 will be, would you guys willing to put some money into it? Do you trust it? 3, crypto. 4, the review, and then 5, we'll give tips going out the door to people who are listening and chatting and watching. Yeah, that makes sense. We could do that.
Yeah, I think we're doing really well with what we're doing.
I do too.
Yeah, because I remember Lara was talking about, like, he had just some of the stuff that we had. He put it in the Robinhood, and he started to see some numbers. So, I mean, I think we're on the right track. And and like I said, man, all the stuff that we're talking about, like when we talk about certain things, we kind of scrutinize it a little bit. But the overall consensus is that these stocks are going up. Like, more often than not, these stocks that we talking about, even the ones that we kind of bring up and talk about and evaluate, they're going up. So that's what it's all about at the end of the day, is making money. So if we're making money, then we're on the right track. So
yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think that we're moving forward with this slowly but surely. I think again, I said this a couple weeks ago. The question is, are people willing? I know you guys are. You guys do it all the time. But Bill, other guys who come in here, Platinum said he has a lot to drop, so he'll be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no pressure. I think people are going to come. The people who are going to bring something are going to bring something. I mean, I know not everybody is versed in this stuff. So, like, I wouldn't expect everybody to have, like, that much knowledge and that much expertise. But
when you guys got me to get the Robinhood app, that's all you need to know about me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's no pressure. Like, I think a lot of people kind of got intimidated because we was like, bring 3 stocks. You know what I mean? I think people were like, well, I don't know no stocks like that, so they kind of like shied away from it. But you can still get something from this. You know what I mean? So even if you don't have, you still find out about some other stocks, or find out about some things that you might have an interest in, like the crypto, like he was talking about the annuities, about the ETFs. I mean, you're gonna get something from each episode, and it behoove you to just listen in, even if you don't necessarily have anything to contribute, because you'll get something. And then, like I say, man, there's no question that's too dumb, because you might bring up something that I might not have thought about. Because now, just like Nicer talking about the agricultural stocks, that's something I didn't even think about until I kind of pieced it together. Because Dwayne was talking about the cannabis, and then Nicer was talking about the agriculture. I was like, man, let's look at other stocks that could do that work for both, because and cannabis is a plant. So there's a lot that you can get out of anybody commenting over here. Anybody who says anything, you can get something from it. Don't be afraid to say something or to bring something up, because you might feel like you might not know what you're talking about. So we have a better understanding of it, so we might be able to lead you in the right direction. So. Yeah.
I think we're doing pretty. I think we're doing pretty well, and I think this is going to get better and better as we continue. I mean, damn, we're doing this twice. I'll be back. We're doing this twice a week. What did I tell you, folks?
You don't sleep, man.
I mean, you want this every day? I can do that.
I mean, I think we're on a good thing because I mean, remember we were talking about this a few weeks ago. Like we have plans and goals for 2021. We're trying to really make money. People talking about doubling their accounts, talking about really making some money and really do some things with it. So we're not, we're not messing around. Like we're trying to make some money over here. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing okay. And sometimes, every day is a little much. But if you can do that 2 times a day, like a Saturday and then like you said, the Tuesday. I know RP has his show on Monday. I know other people have shows on different days of the week. So I mean, it's information is information, man.
You make that's an excellent point you just said. Ty Church said in the chat room he's enjoying it. Yeah.
I mean, and people who are scared to invest a large sum of money, you can, if you have, I don't know if you could do it on Robinhood, but I know you can do it on most brokerage accounts. You can set up a scanner to scan by price and volume or whatever study you want, certain stocks. So if your price range is $2 to $10, that's what you want to spend on stocks, that's fine and dandy. If you want to spend $200 to $500, that's fine and dandy. If you want to get up to buy price range for Tesla and above, you could set that up as well. Most people, they want to start small, and if you don't have the patience to deal with penny stock and over the counter stocks, you can set your scanner up in your brokerage account to search $2 or $10 or $2 or $20, $3, and buy, and always go to paper money. If you're brand new, go in the paper money account, practice, and then go in and into the real account, set up the scanner again, run the scanner. It'll find all the stocks for that day or for that time period that you set it up for, and you can make your decisions. It's not as daunting as you think it is, but I understand people's trepidations because I don't think any of us were taught this in high school. We weren't taught this in college, unless you took some advanced business courses or finance courses. So it can be intimidating, but by the same token, once you have the tools, it's more like a 10 or 15-minute task for the day. You make your trade and you bounce and you see how it does.
Lou says BTC's up 300% for the year, 75% for the month. That's good for gamblers, but better to know the mechanics.
Yeah, the mechanics are a big part of that, Lou, and I think he's right on point with that. That's where bringing the information on Saturday or whatever we can do today and Saturday is fine. You have to look at BTC though. It's I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here, but Bitcoin's way out of control and it's way untouchable in a sense. I am not gonna buy any BTC or even trying to buy a fractional share of it. I think to me, it's just a big waste of time while you have these other ones that are underneath of it, like Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin that are, in between $1,000 and $100 that are right there that are that you can grasp and buy, a fractional share of it, or just buy a share of it, or buy that coin itself. So, like I said, I don't want to get too much into it because there's a lot of information that, that if you're not understanding, I think that people need to understand, why cryptocurrency is working the way it is. I don't know. Like I said, I just there's a lot of information there that I'm still trying to understand.
Yeah, like we need to know the why. We need to know why it's going up the way it's going up, because the fundamentals don't make any sense at all. And this is a when you're talking about cryptocurrency, this is basically digital money. This isn't necessarily real money per se. This is digital money. So it has to. I gotta make it make sense to me. You know what I mean? Because I don't know why it's going up. So how would I know when it goes down? Like it went up from 20,000 to 30,000 just last month, and it went all the way up to 34,000. And then on Sunday night, it dropped from 34,000 to 28,000 for no reason. So it just doesn't make any sense. Why would it drop so quickly, so fast? It dropped faster than it rose, and then it's starting to go back up again. But who knows if it's going to go back down again, when and why? So once I kind of get those things once I understand those things, then I'll be more confident in investing in it.
Yeah, I think it'll go down again. If you look at from the past, it's went down. I mean, I think crypto is very much like if you look at the penny stocks. See, penny stocks are not like you sit there and you go, "Oh, these are great investments." These are very tricky and risky investments. And right now, you have just with the pandemic itself, I think it's changed a lot of things, especially with investment. And you have, like I said, you have these penny companies that are trying to make business, and you have these individuals that are actually day trading, and they're creating their options up and down. It's consistently in and out, making bucks. So you don't know the flow until actually it stops. Say, okay, enough is enough. Now this is where it's going to actually stop, and you know where the bottom dollar is to where it actually is where it's at, because you don't want to actually get into something where it's still, continuously going up until it goes down and hits that bottom, until it hits that bottom floor, and then where actually you can actually get into it. These day traders are consistently making tons of cash, and it's really hard to read this. I was just listening to this dude today about that. So, again, it's really hard to understand, penny stocks. I have something in there about that too, but there's a lot of money to be had out there. I think the best thing to do is just keep our heads on straight and make the money make that money where it's coming in, where we know where it's beneficial to us. I'd hate to get in, like I said, I'd hate to get into something or push somebody in a direction where it's very risky, and cryptocurrency and penny stocks are very, very risky.
Star Platinum says they're pouring it into the fat cats. Laurel says it's global. Star Platinum said now. Laurel says 33,700 now. Word is Bitcoin may hit 45,000.
145,000.
Bitcoin and 145,000. And Lou says it's insane. And Star Platinum said overtime. So
it's blowing up. It really is. And I just don't know why. That's you want to make money, but for me, if I don't know why, it just gets me skeptical. It makes me a little nervous to put my money into it, because I was into Bitcoin a few years ago, and what happened with Bitcoin? It's people traded, people were trading Bitcoin, without any regulation. And so the Federal Reserve said that they're going to start regulating it. And once they started regulating, that's when the price started to go up and down. So I don't know, the Fed could pull the trigger on it at any moment, just like they did with Ripple. You know what happened with Ripple? Once they said, oh, Ripple isn't, legal, the price went to almost like Star P said, it went to 20-something cents, to 24 cents. So I just want to make sure I'm on top of why it's going up and what's making it go up, and then that way I'll be comfortable with it, just moving forward. But if I don't know, if I were to say, hey, buy Bitcoin, somebody gets their stimulus, they put all the money into the Bitcoin, and then it goes up to 35, 40,000, then it drops to 20,000. They're gonna look at me like, dude, you didn't know what the hell you're talking about. And it's I'm skeptical on it. I just am a little bit. But it's a moneymaker though, and that's the other side of the coin is that it's making money. And when I said that last month, it went up from 20 something to 30 something. When I said it the month before, it went up to 15 and 20. So, I've been saying that, but it's been doubled since I've been saying that. So I don't know. So, that's the beauty of this market, and it's the beauty of some of these companies and sectors that you invest your money in. But one thing about that, and I think that Dwayne had brought it up earlier, talking about making sure that you put those stop losses and you put those orders in, because that can really, really protect you. And that's something that I actually will think about doing, because let's say right now it's at 34,000.
Yeah.
If you buy Bitcoin, let's say you wanted to go into an account and you want to buy Bitcoin, you can put a stop loss order, and the stop loss order can say that once it gets to a certain price, it'll automatically liquidate all your money. So let's say you want to put a stop loss at 30,000 or 25,000. So it could go up as much as it wants, but if it ever gets down to 30,000 or 25,000, then it's automatically going to take your money out so that you don't lose any more money than that. So that's a great idea as well. So I don't want to just sit here and be like, well, this, that, and the third, or act like I'm objective to it, but you can make money off of it even if you don't know what's going on. But you just have to be smart about how you do it.
Star Platinum says, shave your profits. And Lou said, I sold off the initial. It's crazy now. Platinum says he has some coins for y'all to look into. And Commandante Lou says, what are them coins? Well, he's going to explain it to us when he gets up here.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's coming. He says he just got home.
Giving us the sneak previews. Damn, Dr. Dre's got a brain aneurysm.
Yeah, tell people who won the Heisman tonight.
Yeah, Devontae Smith.
Yeah, this guy said that. I test earlier. He said that Devontae Smith was going to win. So, gonna wait a little bit more for Star Platinum because I want to hear this what he has to say about the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. He said he got some things he's going to tell all of us. He said a few more minutes he'll be home. Yeah, so we're going to do that. I'll structure that. Beginning Saturday morning. Hey, 9:30 good for you Saturday?
Oh yeah, I can wake up early.
You want to? I got one for you. How about 11 o'clock?
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Okay. So 11 o'clock. I'll go from.
Bless you, Master Mace.
I can watch. I can stay here. I can watch some of the Buffalo game in here while.
Yeah, we're gonna say that.
You guys. It's okay.
Yeah, the first game is what, at 12:30?
1.
Or 1 o'clock. So that gives us hour and 45 minutes to run on the finances, and then we can break out so we can all watch the game or games, and
I'll be back after the Seahawk game. I'll go overnight because I don't really care for Sunday's games, to be honest with you. I'm gonna watch the Ravens game only because those two teams hate each other. But
that's gonna be that goes all the way back to Ray Lewis and Eddie George, man. They've been at each other for years.
That's the team that I want too. I want that team. We getting that ass this Sunday, man. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I don't care for the Bear game, and I don't care for the
Rams Seahawks game is gonna be a battle as well.
Yep, I'm looking forward to that
physical battle.
Yeah.
Did Alvin Kamara get cleared?
Oh, I don't know yet. I don't think they announced that yet. Let me find that out while we're talking.
Okay.
I know the Browns head coach is not going to be there Sunday. Neither will their best Pro Bowl guard will not be there.
Yeah.
That's
hey, let me ask you a question. What y'all think of fuel cell?
I think it's a buy. I mean, we were saying that for a while. Like any EV stock right now is good. I think that there's only room for growth when it comes to EV. I think EV is huge. I think within the next few years, we're going to see a lot more electric cars. We're going to see a lot more sources of alternative energy. After everything that's kind of been going on with the prices of oil and all that stuff, of OPEC and everything, and then with the pandemic, I think, and then of course the new administration. Democrats are more into alternative stuff, like alternative energy and stuff, whereas the Republicans were more stuck on the oil and everything. So
yeah, I was up here in Albany, and I stopped at a gas station, and adjacent to the pumps, maybe about 20 feet, about 30 feet off to the side, there were at least 8 different electronic charging stations. I was like, man, it's coming. It is coming. The change is coming, with respect to getting off of fossil fuels, slowly but surely.
Yeah, they we have a few stocks that we were actually looking at with that as well. So we probably like
Neo.
Yeah, Neo
is one, and Li or Lee, Li. That's another one.
So the good thing about Neo and is that I think they're going to be the ones that are going to be running with Tesla. I also think because of what some of these guys like Ford, I think Ford's doing a really good job with their Mach-E. But I think with Neo, they're building their own batteries. So, and I know Tesla's starting to get into mining as well and do some things. So with Neo, they also have their own battery changing stations. And the positive thing about that compared to Tesla is that Neo, if the battery is obsolete within a year, you can go to a battery station, a changing station, and they can change it for you. And with Tesla, you can't do that right now. Listen, Neo is, well, I don't know if anybody knew this, but Neo Day's on Friday. So Neo is going to be fluctuating quite a bit. And what they're stating is Neo should be around up to about 60 by the end of the week, possibly, or, starting Monday or Tuesday of next week. Neo is that ticket right there. So I see nothing, just like a lot of these guys and some of these other guys that I hear on YouTube, like Stockmo and a few other guys, very intelligent guys. And Neo is just that company. And there's companies coming for Tesla right now, which is good because Tesla is so high. It's just going to make them even higher when they start, built with the plants that they have. They're going to start pouring out these cars because just like Dwayne said, there's charging stations. These charging stations. They're coming up, and they're all about in the United States. They're going to start coming up. Question is, which companies are going to be doing this? Whether it be ChargePoint, whether it be Blink, or some of these. And I'm sure there's going to be a couple others in there, but again, this is it right here. If you're looking at the bottom, right now. We click on this right now with EV, which everybody probably will the way it is, but getting in on the ride right now, on that wave right now is the time. You're going to look 10 years from now, you've already gotten into it 10 years prior. You're going to go, thank goodness I did. Now the question is which ones are you going to get in on? Because there are going to be a lot of fails and there's going to be some successes. Which ones are going to be failures and which one are going to be successes? So that's the thing that we have to, pick and choose as to what's going to work and what's not going to work, and figuring out, okay, if this is not going to work, is it going to be short term or long term for me? So, a lot of.
I'm sorry. I had gotten into Neo for about a week, rode a wave, and got out of it, and I see now it's back about $50 to $51, $53.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about going back in on it.
It's because of Neo Day, Dwayne. That's why. And you're gonna in the way from what I've heard with certain things that I've read and what I've watched it's gonna go up. So I mean, yeah, it did hit that platform, that plateau at around 42 to 43, which was good to buy more. And then once you bought more in, now it's starting to rise again. It's already hit that plateau, so it's not going to go anything under 39 to 42. That's a good thing. Anything 3 to 5%. And if it did go under that, then like everybody's talked about into this show, and then we've talked about it prior, a stop loss on it within 5 to 10 to 15%. Once you know where your threshold is, take those funds out and take those funds, those profits, and then put them into something else and maybe buy into it again when you want to. But these are things that we've talked about quite a few times. So it's nothing irregular, but we have to keep an eye on certain things that are developing, and it's really hard to do that when you have a job. But when we're all working together, then that's how we can find these gems. That's my like foreseen future with what we're doing here.
Hey, gentlemen, I have to take my leave. I have to put in some work. So I will talk with y'all tomorrow or Saturday for sure. And I will get back in on the rest of the show later on. Hopefully Star Platinum will come up with a good explanation for Bitcoin, but I've enjoyed myself. Looking forward to Saturday, bros.
All right, Dwayne, you said you're going to bring in immunities, right?
Yeah, annuities and convertible bond ETFs.
All right, cool.
All right.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for everything you do.
All right, y'all. Y'all take care.
Yeah, but it did. I mean, that's one of the hot. That's one of the.
Dwayne will be listening through the clouds, because what Star Platinum has to say is going to be very interesting. Because he's been holding this back for a few days. Laurel, I-Test, you want to come up? Come up.
I don't know if any of you gentlemen heard this, but Fiat and was it Pegat ended up they ended up merging.
Really?
So you're looking at like 14 brands automatically coming together into one. And the brands like you're looking at like Chrysler, Dodge, Fiat, Jeep.
I've heard Fiat in a long time.
Many of these, so those 14 brands are going to come together into one, and I think you're going to see this going forward because you see a lot of the SPAC mergers where the companies are not making it on their own because they're losing too much cash, but coming together as into one, they have a better shot. I think you're going to see that going forward more, especially with these bigger companies like with this last one. With this merger, which is huge, you got to figure 14 different type of brands coming together into one. So, which was two big main considered car companies basically, but
that is huge. I did not hear that. Wow.
Yeah, that's big news, man. Like with all the stuff happening with the EV, I think these car companies are starting to have to merge in order to compete. So that is big news, though.
Star P, you the man of the hour. Go ahead. Everybody been waiting for you, bro. What's up, Halifax?
Yeah, I know, man. I had to handle some business, man. Just give me a second. I'm just getting to the crib. Just give me a second, man.
All right, bro. No problem. Take your time.
I got you covered though. I got you niggas covered though.
There you go. So Laurel, I-Test, you want to hear this great news from this brilliant brother? Stock Bully. Starting Mondays coming up. Check your local listings every Monday. With Star Platinum and a host of others. Big time. Any more of your expertise, my brother?
Just there's a lot on my mind here, Mace. So it's like I don't want to throw so much out. You know, I think in order to bring a base to you, if we throw all this information out in one night, it's just too much. I think if we level it out to, you know, a few picks and understanding the reason why we're looking at it this way, you know, it gives the people enough to sit there and
more?
think about and review. But there is something I want to bring to the table since a few of us are up here. So I was watching. There's this thing going on in YouTube, which I brought to my brothers, and I'd like to do it with us, just because I don't know if everybody would want to do it or not. But it's a stock challenge. So basically, you get 2 to 3 ETFs, and we review the ETFs. We'll bring, let's say, we all bring 5 ETFs to the table, and the best 3 ETFs, we will, you know, put funds in. Now, depending on how we want to do this, like I said, it just depends on how money hungry you are, if you really want to do this or not. We could do, you know, $50 a month and put in consistent cash, and $50 a month, which wouldn't be compared to every 2 weeks, but it'd be a month. We would build that up a little bit until we get to about, let's say, $300. And then that $300, we would review 5. On our own, we would review 5 of our best stocks. Everybody at, let's say, 5 or 6 people would review 5 or 6 stocks, put them all together, and we take 5 out of all those stocks that are there. And then we would basically put $10 per each stock, which would be mostly fractional shares. This is the only way it's going to work. So 5 stocks that we would review and vote on. $10 for each stock, and then for the ETFs, you would put $50 for the 3. And then as it progresses per month, we would look at more stocks, and we would do the same thing. We would review and vote on. Now, the question is, though, is that, and I don't think it was very clear on the situation, we could deal with that ourselves. How many companies do we really want to pull in, and then say, okay, enough is enough? And then we can actually sit there and trade it in a sense to where, if we're not happy with, you know, the outcome with the company that we actually, that we have, then we can go ahead and pull it out and pull something in, kind of like an ETF, because that's what ETFs do. They'll bring a bunch of companies together, and if all of them are outperforming it, unless one's not, you'll pull that one out, you'll bring another one in to perform better, that company itself, for that ETF. That's why ETFs bring a good return in. Now, like I said, I don't know if anybody wants to do this, but I'm down for doing it.
Sounds like a great idea to me. $50 a month.
The problem is, Mace, is that it is some fun. So the one thing we'll have to look at is $50 a good enough, you know, staple for everybody, not too high, not too low. Also, where we're going to do this, whether we do it on Webull or, you know, Fidelity or something like that, we're going to have to trust each other in this situation. So
facts.
So, you know, again, a lot of people probably won't trust the situation. So, if anything,
I know I would.
If anything, this does happen, and a few of us do this. Okay, it doesn't mean that the people out there that are listening can't do this themselves, with somebody else or with us, but they're just doing it on their own. Where again, they can follow us and they can do the same thing, because that's all I'm basically doing right now, anyways. Just not having the fun. Right now, I'm just trying to make that cash, and sometimes you need that break up that monotony, because right now I'm way too serious about it. I need to break it up to where I'm having a little bit more fun.
You know, first of all, Mace gets $50 on the Cash App every time you come on anyway. So I know Mace.
I do not. I know I do not.
I'm sure he's making something off you, man. You're good too, man. You're good.
No, but I mean, I think that'd be a great idea. I think that, you know, like you said, just to be like something just to kind of look into, not to take too serious. But you know, $50, I think we could manage that, and then also,
I know I can.
and then like maybe Mace, you could be the one. Maybe if we give you the money and you set up the account, and then we could just watch the portfolio or just take a look at a watch. And then we could just kind of have that as something that we can look at as we continue with the shows. Like, hey, meanwhile, our little portfolio is up, you know, 5% this week or whatever. And then we can do that on top of everything else that we're doing. Because like you said, not only does that break the monotony, but that keeps the consistency also, because we're putting money into it. People are going to want to stick with it. So I think that'd be a great idea for a lot of different reasons, not only for something fun to do and for us to you know, like you said, when you have practical knowledge of something, when you actually apply it, you know, something applicable, you're going to learn it and understand it better, especially when you're putting money on it. And I think, like you said, that's Cash App money when he's talking about these women. So he can get that in any time he wants to. And then money
You might have to laugh at that. You might have to chuckle at that. Yeah. That's a phenomenal idea. I don't know where I'd be. I only wish our main boy was with us, man. I hope he's feeling better. I hope his mind is clear. Shout out to my boy Tackman Clan Killer. Because if he was here right now, shit, we'd be rolling, man. You two guys have been absolutely phenomenal. Platinum and Star Platinum too. Hella Factory. His show will be the Stock Bully. Beginning next upcoming weeks. I believe he got his YouTube license to do stocks. So you know how serious he is into this, because he had to go get a financial license from YouTube. So
that's kind of interesting. I didn't know you could do something like that.
I didn't know either, but he told me that, and we'll ask him when he pops up in a few. Yeah, he said he had to wait for his card and his license to do it.
I thought that was all about just the YouTube channel itself. But
it's still good.
But yeah,
you know, when he pops up, we'll ask him. You know, but I get the feeling that I said this 2 weeks ago to you guys. Remember I said to you the question I asked both of you? I said to you, can you depend on everyone? You know?
What do you mean, Mace?
Like, for example, 2 weeks ago, we had a full house in here. We brought up this idea we was going to do this. Where are they tonight?
That's fine, but see, that's the thing. It doesn't mean that it has to stop. And
no,
we
I don't want it to stop. I think that we should just keep it moving. The idea we just came up with. Those who are going to do this are in and put their $50 in. Those who want to come late, in my opinion, it's too late.
Yeah, when they see that portfolio, they're going to be like, damn, you know.
Yeah, they're going to be hating, but that's tough. I think
they're going to be missing out on a good opportunity. That's all.
Yeah, because we're going to be consistent.
We'll spread the word out this week before Saturday, and we'll bring it up again, and I'll bring up the whole, you know, the step-by-step concept, and we'll figure it all out. The main thing is not just the easy part is digging into it and how we're going to do it. The main concern is putting all the money together, where the money's going to go, and how we're going to set it up. And, you know, do we trust the individual? Are we cool with that? When a person wants to get out, you know, they get the percentage of whatever they want, or do we put a stipulation on that? These are things that we're going to have to talk about. Other than that, I think it'll be fun to do, and it'll be, you know, it'll be fun how we come together as one to figure out what type of stocks we're going to be looking at and how we're going to vote on them. So I think that's the overview that I see. Like I
already put 100. I already put 100 aside just in case.
Yeah, I got my Birdman rubbing my hands meme thing going on right now, man.
I'm excited. Say it again, Black Wall Street. What you just said?
I got the Birdman rubbing his hands meme expression right now. So I'm rubbing my hands, just like getting, you know, Excited about this, man. This is a great way to both, different anything just to keep us engaged, just to keep us thinking about it, and just, like you said, when you put the money in on it, then it's not it's not just anything at that point. It's like you're really trying to do something with it, and I'm really excited about that.
Right.
I am too. I may have a quiet demeanor about it, but I am excited too. I mean, anyway, because see, when I do invest, like when I do something like this, I'm looking for it for the long haul, not for the short haul. I don't mind if my shit keeps making money, man, because my mother, God bless her, she invested her money, man, and she's done her bank guy, her investment guy has done her very well.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about.
So a guy like me, I do have a little spare change, so I can don't mind doing something like this. I came up with this idea, and I'll say it again. People haven't heard me say this. I came up with this business idea when I first was going to put my channel together. I want to do this. I want to do the sports, and I also want to do something for women, and have a real early Saturday morning, like around 8 o'clock in the morning. The kids theater. They can come in here and watch like a Godzilla movie before they start their day or something they like. And then on Sundays, I want to do, after the football season's over, get some gamers up here, interview them. Little things like that to add to it. You just can't do that. Football is just about over. What I'm gonna do? Combine every day?
Man, how many picks y'all got, man? I wouldn't be surprised, man.
I mean, that's boring. To do start the combine and preview a star player every day. To me, that's pretty cool. I can do that in a video, but to talk about a player all day, I mean, look how boring. And I ain't gonna even sit here and lie about it. As excited as I am for Sewell, and it helps Miami, by the way, tonight, because that's the player the Jets was eyeing. That he won the Heisman tonight. Oh, but this is my point. I'm not going to be talking about Penei Sewell during Super Bowl week. I'm not going to talk about him during the Senior Bowl.
Your boy stole the show the other day. I forget his name, but he was talking about the Dolphins like the whole day.
Oh, which guy?
I forget his name, man. It just escapes me. He has the little letter. Yeah, ball game. Yeah.
He was awesome last night, man.
Yeah, man. He stole the show, man.
He was ridiculous last night, man.
I was like, man, I want to know what kind of coffee he has.
And the scary thing was, me and him agreed on everything.
He's going, man. He's really going on. I was like, wow.
Him and Dusty, boy, that was something. Big Time be right back up. Him and Dusty, boy, that was something last night. All over an offensive lineman. Star P, you ready, man?
Yeah, yeah, man.
I was waiting for you just to pop up.
Yeah.
Big Time.
Yeah, I know y'all was talking and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what's good? I was giving you time, my brother. What's up, Hella Factory?
What's up, man? Hella Factory, man. What's happening? Salute.
I get the feeling,
salute, man. Salute to the motherfucking panel, man.
Salute to you, my brother. Explain to these guys about, you said that you're waiting for your YouTube card.
Yeah, they got to verify my account, bro. Otherwise, I won't be able to start streaming without that card. So,
yeah,
my girl just went to go check the motherfucking mailbox, see if it's in there. So I'm just waiting on that card, man. And I'm gonna fire it on up.
If you want something that Big Time just put in the back, just go to the back chat. You'll see.
I'm gonna copy everything, whatever you put back there. I'm gonna copy
putting some stuff back there. Now, my favorite with this man right here, Big Time, bro. You wasn't up here for this, bro. So I'm doing a 5-hour stream. on a Tuesday, 6 hour stream on a no, not even 6 hours, probably 7 that day. Last week on a Tuesday afternoon, I started Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. For the first 2 hours, Big Time was putting everything in the back chat. It did. He didn't mute himself. He was on a phone call to his brokers or to his brothers, who I think one of them is a broker,
Yeah.
and he was buying stock at $84 a share.
Okay.
It didn't. Oh, it gets better. The last 3 hours of that show, Big Time dominated, took over, had everybody's attention.
I bet.
That's what I'm talking about.
Big Time thorough, man. You got a lot of valuable information, man.
All you
Especially
guys
for the
do it.
stock.
I'm glad I came up with this idea when I wanted to put the channel together. Laurel's up here now. Lou says, it's your channel, brother. Do whatever you want to do, man. Sports, stocks. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do, guys, I think it's good for everybody, man. It just goes to show you, if you want to make money, I mean, I'm no, I'm no Kramer, but at least I have people who are educated about it and do it themselves as a hobby or take it seriously.
Man, Kramer ain't nobody, man. Sometimes you make more money doing the opposite of what you say.
And Kramer?
Yeah.
Hey Mace,
What's up?
give me Star. Give me like 5 minutes. I gotta take
Take
my
your
pup
time.
out.
Take your time.
wanna-
We'll wait for
I
you.
wanna
Take
hear-
your time, bro. Just take
hear
your time.
everything.
Yeah, take your time. No rush, man. No hurry.
Laurel's having a hard time coming up. I was gonna say, buddy of mine used to know the Money Honey, and 'cause he works for Ernst and Young, so he used to have lunch with that chick a few times, man. And to me, the idea. Let's start. P. You heard the idea that Big Time came up with?
No, I haven't.
Explain it to him, Black Wall Street.
Oh no, he was talking about having like we all just kind of come up with a stock and put some money up and make our own little portfolio, and then we could just watch the portfolio month to month. Like
I'm with that, man. Everybody put an even amount in.
Yeah, $50 a piece
Yeah, I'm with that.
every month. I'm with that too, no doubt.
I mean, Mace gets that on his Cash App anyway, so.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Even though I will admit that somebody who's been supporting me,
Yeah,
and I thank this beautiful young lady, Shay Celeste.
Man, you getting them, boy. I tell you, man, Mace, you a little pimp on the low, man.
Speaking of that, I want to say good evening to the beautiful Simone Love. I know she's watching. She always does, she tells me. So, good evening to her. Hope she had a good work day. Now, my coolest thing, fellas, honestly, when I do the morning show, like when I go on like 7:30, and people pop into the chat and tell me that they're listening to me on their way to work, that means a lot to me, man. That they pick me when I do the Tuesday or Thursday morning show to listen to. I appreciate that.
I'm telling you, Mace, you got a good thing going, man. You got a good thing going.
I mean,
hey yo, what's up, mate? Hey fellas, what's going on? Hey,
is that you and your avatar?
Oh yeah, that's me.
That's you're a tall dude and you're lean too. I can see why, but you take care of the ladies, bro.
Hey, chill, man. Hey man, look, check this out, man. I came up to see what was in the back chat, but when I checked, it was empty. So if Big Time or Wall Street, a Black Wall Street put something in there, man, can you guys put it back in there?
It's
again?
there, bro. Yo, it's in my back chat. I see all this shit.
No, I'll copy it.
It's loaded.
Okay, you know what?
Loaded, bro.
Okay, I got it. I see it now.
Yeah, Big Time got this shit loaded, bro.
I see it.
And even Black Wall Street chipped in with his expertise. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I mean. That this is why. Lou, go in the back chat. You'd be amazed what you're gonna see. Go ahead, Lou. Go in the back chat. I test you too. This is what I'm talking about when I wanted to do something like this. This is why I imagined. I didn't imagine any big group because I don't know the unknown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of the unknown either. But damn, if I'm gonna have consistency from a group of you guys, and I hope Tackman jumps in because we can use him. Like it's dark outside right now on the East Coast and in the Southwest, bro. We can do something here, bro. We could do something. I test too. We could do something, man. Dwayne, we could just do us 8. I think we could roll it, bro. Seriously.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, that's what I see anyway.
I really believe that, man. And those who want to watch, those who want to be in the chat room, and one will throw you. I mean, these experts will throw you guys some trinkets to invest in. That's not a problem. People will watch it because I was shocked. Laro.
Yo, what's up?
Did you hear what Amir announced yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, I heard about it, man.
It's stunned.
It's probably about time too, man, because I mean, you know, it's so much. It's so much talking about, you know,
Bullshit.
women out.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I actually unsubscribed from him I unsubscribed because
there's
I'm
a
like,
new channel now. I think it's called Premiere.
Yeah, because I mean, like you just talking about the other stuff so much. I was like, man, I ain't got time for this, man. And honestly, that's around the same time that we started popping off over here.
Yeah,
so,
I subscribe to it. Yeah, he I'm gonna reach out to him, get him up here next Tuesday night. I'm gonna get him up here next Saturday morning. I'm gonna get him up here. Me and him have mutual respect towards each other, so I'll just reach out to him and tell him, Amir, this is your boy Mace. What's up? I'd like to bring you to my program, up to the platform. We're gonna talk business. I got a good business show, investment show going on here, bro. And I bet you he'll pop up. And, you know, your boy is a big fan of us too, man. Shout out to Spiritual Logic. Hope.
Oh yeah. I mean, we talk about that stuff all the time. Like, you know, as Black men, we have to find other methods of kind of building our financial.
Hell yes. Yes, it's survival time, man. We gotta do it.
And this stuff like this gives us that edge. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Shout out to the beautiful She is Fabulous. She's not with us tonight, but I hope she's back with us Saturday morning with her expertise. She was great on Saturday, man.
Yeah, I was telling her, you know, to talk about some of the trust funds and some of the things that she was bringing up. You know,
she was great Saturday.
Does she have a channel or anything like that?
No, she's on Instagram. I gotta find it again. She left it on Saturday. I gotta look back at Saturday's show.
Positivity, something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
I'll get it. I'll go on one of my shows, and the SATs is a good thing. A number of my shows, I think that was 150, I believe. So I'll look at that, look in the chat room, and when it's there, I'll just write it down. I know it's a lowercase. It's not the regular hyphen line. It's lowercase. Positivity. Yeah.
Financial positivity is something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's investing low case. That's the word. Low case positivity on Instagram. She is fab. I just call her fabulous because she was great on Saturday. Waiting for who we waiting for again?
Waiting for a big time for Star P to talk.
Yeah, that's right. He has a few minutes. Yeah, he said give him a few. Not a problem with me. You guys talk among yourselves. I'll be right back. I'm going to take my medicine for the night, and then I'll be back here for the rest of it until we're done. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna fix me a little drink. I'll be right back too.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay, here's one thing I wanted to say. You talking about volatility, right? With the crypto.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, man, it's funny, right? I woke up this morning, right? Looked at my portfolio. It was at 33.78. That was this morning. By 5 o'clock, it had got to 38.08, right? And that was with me trading on like 4 coins. Ethereum, which is the one Star P told me to go into. I got a little Bitcoin, and I have this new one that shot off. It was called Loop Ring, LRC, right? And between those 3 cryptos that I was trading, I went from 33.52 up to like 38.08, but right now it dropped down to like 37 and some change. So man, it is just like when Dwayne said earlier about how he bought some Neo stock and then it went down a little bit, he sold it. Man, that's what I did with crypto, because I had actually had crypto when it was 20, but I lost a little bit and I didn't buy it back until it went to 25. So sometimes it will weed you out if you kind of like faint, if you don't like to see your money dropping like real fast, because man, it will drop fast, but just as fast as it goes down, it can shoot right back up. And just as fast as it shoots up, it can shoot right back down. So I understand why people can be kind of leery of it, though.
A way to kind of to manage it a little bit is to kind of look at certain price points where you might want to get in and out. Like, let's say, like as you said, like let's say like Bitcoin is like at 33 right now, 33,000. So let's say like if I want to get in on it, I'm gonna wait until it gets to 35. You know what I mean? And then like at 35, then I can get into it, and then I'll feel more comfortable. And then when I'm willing to get out, I'll be willing to get out at like 30 or something like that. And then that way it kind of takes a little bit of the scariness out of it, because then you just have like a set price that and then that way it's not as volatile. So that's one thing that always helps when it comes to trading stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk to Star P about, because sometimes it's because there's a coin, right, the one I just told you about, Loop Ring, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of them, like if guys swing trade, it's like, man, you can catch a crypto and just ride it until it just fizzles out, right? But sometimes with some of the platforms, you can't just automatically extract your money like right away from it. So that's what I want. That's why I don't know a lot about it, but that's what I want Star P to go over.
Lou, Star P is ready. We're waiting for Bigtime. Bigtime with to go make a couple of business calls.
I'm here.
Okay, he's there now. Star P, you ready, bro?
Yep. Everybody good? Everybody
good. Everybody's hella factory. The floor is yours.
Right. I don't know what the fuck wrong with my goddamn camera on my goddamn computer, so I'm gonna say fuck that. I'm just gonna have to show y'all through my phone. All right. First things first, man.
You gotta turn YouTube.
Somebody got the YouTube on.
You gotta turn up the YouTube.
Fucking Grayscale just fucking got fucking XRP in another fucking lawsuit. I guess they trying to kick them while they down. I guess it's with what is it, what is it, Trojan or somebody? But it's an invalid motherfucking case. These motherfuckers, I don't know what the beef is going on with XRP, man, but it's something really big going up on them motherfucking levels. Just y'all, if y'all interested, just keep your eyes open for the news. If you can, do a little deeper research if you're trying to get in on it. But it's something big gonna happen with this damn coin, man. I know there's just too much controversy going on. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna be able to stop it because it's internet. It's global. Everybody, other countries are already using this goddamn coin. So, I don't know how you're gonna regulate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I did hear something about them trying to implement some type of EMP. Have y'all heard anything about that? Because of the crypto, because of so many people going over to the crypto side. Basically to cause people's devices to just go fucking haywire, to basically reset everything. As far as electronically, I don't know. It's a rumor. I don't know. I've heard. I've been here. I don't know. I don't know how true it is. Hopefully it's not true. But goddamn, if that's the case. But let's get to the coins. I want you guys. If you can, Mace, can you do me a favor, Mace? Can you show your screen for me and pull up a website for me?
Okay, sure. I
want to show y'all a couple of these damn coins I was looking at.
What's the website?
I haven't did this. livecoinwatch.com. I'll pull that up on Mars too.
I got it right here. Live Coin Watch. I got it.
I mean, kind of.
I got it right up here, bro. I'll pull it on the screen.
Let me pull. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got
Yep.
it, bro.
Can you put it on the screen? Yeah, put it on the
I'm gonna
screen for
get it on the
everybody.
screen right now, my brother.
And blow it up for everybody,
I
man.
will.
I want to show y'all these damn these percentage jumps, man.
Got it, bro.
Where's that one? Yeah, I got it right here. Okay.
I got it for you too, my brother.
I appreciate it.
Here we go. I'll raise it up a little bit.
All right, type in the search BTSC, if you will, sir.
BTSC. Okay, capitals. Okay.
Like this one, it's like that. Like there's a lot of troll coins. You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like this, don't even bother. You see the volume only $53. But it'll look good because you see the percentages jumping, you know what I'm saying, 30 days, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I did find there was one I found, and I was looking, I was just like, damn, look at these damn numbers jump. All right, look up SCHA. The next one. I just wanted to tell y'all, like some of these are some crap coins, but some of these, you know what I'm saying, like people are working on, people are making them, but they have some high jumps, like only $302 though, you know what I'm saying? But it's got 354% type of jump.
Oh, if I'll get it. I'm trying to get the thing to let me see.
Oh, zoom in.
No, I zoomed it already. I'm trying to. You told me. What's the name of it again, bro?
Oh, the next one is SC. I just wanted y'all to see some of these percentages. SCHA.
SCHA. Okay, I got it. SCHA.
I'm trying to remember which one it was that had a higher market cap. I don't think it's any one of the. Okay, that's not it either. My fault. Here, hold on.
Okay.
I was going through my list and writing down all the percentages. All right, go to see if GM. I think GM might be one. Try GM.
Okay.
This might be one. All right, that's only 1,000. See, I was looking at these percentages, like, and a lot of times if they have a deep down, you can kind of project that it, you know, if it's dropping that low, it may jump high again. So, you know, take a chance with it. As soon as it jump high, cash that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Cash out, put it in a stable coin, put it in the US, there's a couple of stable coins. Once you make a profit, you can just move those coins over there and they don't go up or down. They just stay right there.
So you look. So what you're saying. So what you're saying, P, is you're saying look for that low, that bottom, and then when it goes up, you're pretty much you're day trading. You're basically day trading.
Yeah, man. I mean, because with this, it's so volatile, man. That's to me, that's the best way. That's the best way to deal with this stuff, man. It really is. And since what is it? I don't know what coin here. Let me see what coin that is. It's the US. The US. It's a couple of different stable coins. I got them over here. But it's where is it at? The USDC coin. Market cap of 3.33 billion. But you put your coin in there, it's stable. It stays at around $1. It don't go nowhere under 98 cents. It stays right there. So that's a valuable coin. Once you make your profit, you dump your coins in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically that's like home. That's like home. You know what I mean? I gotta find those other here. Let me pull up these other. If you guys want to take notes on it, I'll show you these other stable coins. I got a list of them. But I'll show you here.
What you want me to type in now?
Hold on. All right, I got you. Do vaults, VAULTZ. VAUL, my fault. VAULTZ.
VAUL.
Yeah, VAULTZ.
Got it.
Sometimes you see how 7 days it went down. but it had a 1.59. You know, you just gotta like look at this stuff. But at first it was like, where was it at? You know, it hit like 100. What is it? 100,000. What is it? 96,000 was the high. But over here it shot up. It shot up again. You know, it dropped. When you see a drop like that, you know, it's just like you gambling. You're making a bet, man. You think it's gonna go up, you know, keep it in there, but don't break yourself over. But you can nickel your diamond weight, nickel and diamond weight to the top. You know what I mean? But this shot up again. It dropped all the way down here. It shot up.
So
36,000 to 51,000. You know, that's like little change you could have any one of us could have made from that.
So tell everybody out there. You know, is this for everybody to do, or No,
it's not for everybody. No, it's not. It's only if you're interested. If you got a little, if you got some time, you know what I'm saying. You got a little change to play around with. Yeah, it is a good opportunity. You know,
what's the risk factor? You know, on your end, what do you think the risk factor is?
That's a good question. It's hard to say, man.
All right. Well, let's say to a regular person that's never gotten into it before, that's not used to swing trading like you, how risky is it?
It's risky. It's highly risky. It's highly risky. It's highly risky.
So you would say to the regular person, do your due diligence, do your research before you dip into anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And this stuff to me is fascinating stuff. That's why I'm all like, I'm all excited. I'm like, damn, that's a chance right there. Could have hit right there. Bam, catch that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about this stuff. So it's just right up my alley. So, but yeah, man, if you just get your feet wet, mess around with it. Like a $20 or something. Do your dollars. You got these are all fractional. These are all fractional amounts, man. So you can do point. What is it? Was it the Satoshi? Is the furthest decimal place, so you can play around with the decimals, man, and see what you can, Oh, I got one. Pull up Funfair. Mace, could you please? It's FUNFAIR. That Funfair just hit a penny, man. I want to show y'all what it was. And that's a good thing. Now, this Funfair thing is for online gambling. It's the I'm telling you, I should probably jump on this one too, man. It's for online gambling. It's basically it's the mechanics for the random number generator, and it's making the odds more even, where like basically these damn casinos don't get to cheat. You know what I'm saying? So this is a major thing, because this is global too. So they're making it where they're trying to even the playing field with this damn Funfair thing. Do you see it? All right, let me pull it here. Let me pull it up too, because let me show you what it.
How are you finding these, Star?
Just searching, man. Start doing research. Just doing research. Now, here, look at where it was in December, bro. It was like 0.005. The high was 22 cents back in. Well, that was today. Oh no, that wasn't. Hold on. No, that's what date is that? 0.02. My fault. 0.02. That was today. But as you go throughout the day, it hit a penny at what time was that time today? January 5th. It hit at 4 a.m. It hit a penny, man.
This 24 hours ago almost.
That's a good growth, because this thing was below. It was past that 0.005 something. You know what I'm saying? But it grew and it finally hit a penny. Now it's going to have some support at that penny, man, because a lot of people been hearing about it. So, but man, this right here. I think this is a good coin right here. You don't see nothing but green, man. Up. You know what I'm saying? But it's a penny, It's something you sit on. You just throw some lead on it and just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's there. One day it might go to $1. You never know. You see what I'm saying? You just never know, man. So like stuff like this, man. That's one. Go to Vana. VANA.
All right.
I need to look in. I don't know about this. I mean, it's got 43K, volume, but you can get in there, see all these dips and stuff. All these dips, you get one of these downs, you know what I'm saying? It shoot up. That's just like little, a little stuff here and there. Just got to keep your eye on certain stuff. What I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start focusing more on like one particular coin and start doing it like that instead of having a bunch of different coins, because it's just so many goddamn coins. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the same with the regular stock too. I'm just gonna have like a couple stocks, and do some swing trading, and then see where it goes from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm drive myself bananas trying to keep up with all these stocks.
Doing a hell of a job tonight, buddy.
See that one? All right, we got Spark too. If you will, put in SPRK. Take a look at that one.
Right. Watches the replay of this show. A lot of shit.
SPRK. Is that the right one? Oh, SPRK. Hold up.
Barkster?
Oh no, scratch that one. Nah.
Okay.
Scratch that one.
Right.
Where is it? LQ? All right, LQD.
LQD. Right.
Liquidity Network. Okay, now this one has a market cap of 1.063 million. Now this one has some pretty good lows. You got the low 12 cent. It hit a high of 56 cent. Even though later on it came down, it dropped. But if you see this motion, how it's going up a little bit, that's kind of a trend. That's kind of a trendy type of move. You know what I'm saying? If it's got that kind of momentum, you know what I'm saying, you get in a good spot, you jump up a few cents, and then because if it rises pretty steadily, eventually it's going to drop. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of like pitch it, like kind of guess, like, all right, I think it all right now. You know what I'm saying? And pull it out. That's kind of how you gotta do this stuff, man. Look at certain patterns, certain trends, certain like they have what is it? What they call it? Shoulder. What is it? You got the shoulder type of trend where it go down, up, and it's inverted. Like they got a bunch of different data, like traits where it lets you know that it could possibly which way the certain stock could possibly go. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on the teacup, yeah, teacup stuff like you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stuff like that.
Like head and shoulders and some of the
head and shoulders. Yep. Exactly.
What you can do is what I was telling somebody also when it comes even with crypto, you can do it with crypto and stocks as well. But if you can look at some of those technical patterns, and you can see the direction of a stock or where it could go. And we could talk about, but it's a lot to it. But like you said, like you look at the different trends, you could look at different support and resistance, head and shoulders, double tops. Like those are things that you can use to kind of help determine if the direction of it is going in a certain way. And that's stuff that you can use with anything. But I think it's important to have the fundamental understanding as well. And
absolutely.
So a lot of these stocks and a lot of the cryptos, I mean, this is money, guys. I mean, this is money. So
yeah, man.
Anytime we could do due diligence and learn some about some of these things, this is money that people are making, and there's a high leverage when it comes to crypto too.
And you don't gotta spend all your time. Just like a couple of hours, just get familiar with some stuff, man. You know what I mean? Oh, now this is a good one. This is a good one, y'all. This is another one. You might want to write this one down. XPX. It's called Proxy Max. It hasn't even reached a penny yet. But look at the market cap. It's 6.17 milli. This might be another one that may have the potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know what I'm saying? But just something to just, like throw like $20, let it just chill. You see what I'm saying? Because if that ever reached a penny, 10 cent, 15 cent, bro, you gonna cash in. It's gonna multiply that shit what 1,000 to 10,000 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends, man. You know what I mean? So stuff like this, I have something on me. Just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
My
Just forget
bad.
about it.
I'm late, bro.
But
I just wrote down XTX. Like I don't understand what's going on.
we're just going over some of these coins, man, where it would have potential exponential growth, growth potential. That's all.
So
And
what
just
I'm supposed to do with it? Like go to XTX and put down what?
well, if you gotta find a wallet that you can get this certain coin off of. I ain't did all that research. I was just going through the coins that they have listed here. But that's a prospect though. If it's got a market cap of 5.96 million, and it's not even a penny yet. Like, bro, that's that early type investment type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But something like that, you don't like try to trade nothing like that. You just leave it. You just throw some money in there, and just leave it there.
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm
ask you a
saying?
question because that's kind of how I do my regular stock trading. Like what I do, I look at the cap, and if it's like up in the billions, because I go to something like a good platform for that, like Webull. Webull kind of gives you like a lot of little things to play with. So what I'll do, I'll go to the price of it at this moment, like if it's low, and see what their cap is. And usually I go for the ones in the billions. And if it's a low stock, but it's in the billions as far as cap, I'll buy into it. Is that kind of like the strategy you use?
Yeah, like buying the dip kind of but not for these coins though. These aren't that active. I'm just saying like stuff like this, you would probably want to just throw something there and just sit on and just forget about it, and then go on to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Is it better than the ETF?
I haven't done ETFs yet. I've only been doing regular stocks and coin and Bitcoin or crypto. But I did after this I got something about the regular stocks too. If you want to go into that. But yeah, I was just giving y'all a few coins, man, to look into.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Now, all of these coins that you're talking about, you can find them on Coinbase. If you go to Coinbase.com, that's one of the
Whoa, no, because all of them don't trade from the same platform. But sometimes you have to find a wallet from the region from where that coin is being traded at, because Coinbase don't accept a lot of these coins sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You won't find every coin, so you got to kind of like search, like put like a Google search. Like right now, you could just like Proxy Max. You could put that into Google and say, how is it, like just type in like let me see.
That one is actually in Coinbase.
Is it? I didn't know. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well, there you go. But some of the coins you gotta, you probably can't trade them. You probably have to find a whole nother network, get your VPN so you can relocate and get your account in another area. But you know what I'm saying? That's how you get around it. Get your VPN and change your location, because America blocks you from trading internationally. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. We get you a VPN and you'll be able to have something, and that's what I'm in the process of doing that too, so I can trade in those other markets. And I was telling you about that Prism. Prism gives you dividends, and also Tama gives you dividends too if you hold AWC. So I'm doing
World Coin Index. You know that one?
I haven't heard of that one, bro. Put us on.
Bro, World Coin Index. This old time nigga gave it to me. You're like, bro, you gotta get on this. So I don't know too much about it, but I kept the website open and I kind of looked around.
World Coin Index. I'll check it out.
Yeah, look and see if that'll help. I don't know. He told me it was supposed to be good for like beginners, but I still don't know much about it. That's why I'm gonna be listening every time y'all talk about this stuff.
I was looking at this holo token. I was looking at that. Let me see. HOLO. It's got a 98 million market cap, and it looks like it's got some activity. Yeah,
World Coin Index is kind of like Coinbase. I'm looking at the website right now. You can get a lot of information on all the different coins. It's just coins. Up right now.
Yeah.
There you
go.
Watch. Yeah.
And see, even with this holo token, this might be another good one, because you see it got some movement. It got some ups. It got some ups, 59%. It's got some down. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even a penny yet. See, stuff like this, man, all of a sudden pops out of nowhere. Everybody wondering, where the hell did that come from? Like, man, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just throw 20 on it. Just be
All
like,
right.
okay, just leave it type shit. You know what I mean? You never know,
All right,
man.
that's what I
But yeah,
mean.
go ahead.
Like you got like a list that you could just say, all right, I got 5.
Yeah. I've been scourging the goddamn internet for this shit. Yeah, hell yeah. I got a list of this shit.
Laurel said Gemini has a lot.
Hey, bro, you can give me that list and tell me what you think I should put down. I'll appreciate it.
You can have it
I don't
very
even put.
soon.
I just know these them couple of coins that ain't even a penny yet. I'm throwing something on them.
That's a great idea for another episode. Is to have an episode where we just like really just breaking down these cryptos and to have like a dedicated episode to crypto, or at least be one of the main things we talk about. So there are many, a lot of different ways to spin the cat. So, you know,
Bro, like the first time I heard of crypto, this stripper was telling me, she was like, yeah, you could build a machine. Bro, you talk to
we knowing.
shit, bro. So she was like, yeah, you need to get on crypto.
Yo,
and get a
about
machine or something.
That's a
Like,
fact.
what the
All right, that's it. That's it for the cryptos, for the coin that I got for today, y'all.
Excellent. Outstanding.
You also got V chain. Somebody was talking about V chain. Might want to get on that train too, but only buy it when it dipped though. Don't buy it because the market is up right now. So don't. These like kind of like these home name coins. Don't buy in on those yet. Wait for the dip, then throw something on it.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that's what I got for the coins. But I don't know if y'all want to go over. Did y'all already go over some? Yeah, did y'all go over? Yeah, probably did already go over some stocks and stuff. I got some information on that too.
Want me to type it in?
Sure. Let's.
Man, Star Piece, it's your show right now, man.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Yep. I got my notes. All right. I want y'all to take a look at this. Google. Can you Google Gilt? GILT.
Google Gilt. Okay.
Yeah.
Check it. No problem.
Gotta check this out.
Gilt.
It should pull up the chart for it. Hold on. Gilt ticker. Probably have to put ticker behind it. Ticker symbol. Here it goes. Is that the right one? Gilt. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now there's been some news about this is a part of the gene sequencing shit. Oh no, this ain't the gene. No, this is the tele. Hold on. Let me get my shit right. Let me get my shit together. Hold up. Okay, this is the telecommunications. Hold up. Well, I gotta look at this one. I didn't write enough notes on this, but there's one with the gene sequences. I think it's Illumini. Hold on, let me find it. I got it. But that's one a lot of people, everybody should be getting in on that, bro. Because it's basically getting they're trying to come with the solving child blindness and shit, bro. And this is supposed to be some of the technology that's behind it, bro. So let me find the right ticker. Hold on. This is a big one, bro. Let me see. I got so many notes. Sorry, y'all.
Oh.
Yeah, Illumina. ILLUMINA.
Yeah, Laurel says he shops with Gilt.
Oh, okay.
So go back to Gilt and then type in what you just said.
Yeah, do Illumina. Don't worry about Gilt. That's some other shit. Yeah. But that's one too. But y'all see how it's gradually. Do y'all see the chart where it's gradually? You know what I'm saying? It keeps climbing. You feel me? From 366 a share, now it's 374. But it's got a gradual. It's got a gradual climb. Something like that's gonna keep doing that, bro. That's a trend. That's a trend, man. Hey. Man, what's that? Man, let it hit like a G, 2 G's, man. Yeah, that's one for y'all though. But that's
Gilt. That's what the designer labels.
Gilt. I forgot. I wrote Gilt down for some reason. I didn't even write the reason down why I wrote it. let me this Illumina is the gene sequences is this Illumina stuff, bro. And that's gonna be big.
What's the ticker for that? Because I'm driving. I can't really.
ILMN.
ILMN. Yep.
Good, I see.
So Star, you know, it looks like it's when the pandemic started, it was at 225, almost at 400. Why is it jumping? Was there some news the last few months or last month?
Yes, there was. This is basically they're getting, I guess, the technology behind the gene sequences or something. I guess it's not the machine. It's something about the technology that they're going to be using this more and more to basically get ailments and all that. Like they basically, it's the primary thing is the whole blindness thing. They're trying to cure that. But this with this gene sequencing thing is able to see ailments and zoom in. Basically, it's getting more popular. That's all, man. They're using it more in the hospitals for people that got illnesses and stuff, and they're able to pull the illness up out of you. You know what I'm saying? They basically trying to cause people to live longer and shit with this gene sequencing. So this thing's gonna be major. This stock is not gonna plummet, bro. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
All right, you know what I think, bro? I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't know, big time. You thinking what I'm thinking? Think about it. You know how everybody's saying Bill Gates is messing with the vaccine? If everybody starts taking a vaccine, you know, it gets, you know what I'm saying, it gets those things in you now that they could start using whatever guilt is producing to fix blindness, to fix whatever it is. Because that's what I heard it was. It has some type of, like, you know, it has some type of bio whatever in it to where genetically it could heal you. You feel me? But you have to have the vaccine in your system, and it messes. Oh, I don't know, bro. If I'm making sense.
You know, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what they're doing. This is like the gene slicing is part of what they've been using for the vaccination. That's what they were using to help with the for the research of the vaccination and everything else. So yeah, that is.
Think about it. The price is going up as the vaccines are coming out.
Exactly. So it's going to continue to rise as the vaccines come out as well. So
right now, it's 74 cents.
But
you talking about guilt? I gotta here. Let me find my notes on that because I'll get back. I'll get back to you. Well, we'll come back. We'll come back to that. But there's another one with the it's where is it? Is it my medics? I don't know if it's my medics because I know these a lot of my medics went up 400% one day. MYMETICS. You can look that up. Like this stuff, bro. I don't know. This stuff is just this stuff is just exciting to me, man.
You sound like it. Spell that again.
It's MYMETICS.
Yeah, now your knee is hurting, and what else?
Yep. Leader in research for virus-based vaccines.
Now you see how it's kind of like jumping, like it's jumping 76, and this is 70, 80, like, you know what I mean? Like, but let's see, let's look at the 6 month. Let's look at the 6 month trend. Or just a year it went down. It went down year to date. Damn. 6 months it hopped up a little bit though. Something about this, yeah, but I don't know what year it was. I took notes, but it hopped 400% in one day.
I got the graph right here.
But
I'm gonna put it up. I got the graph.
And how much is it per? Okay, what it's only, and see stuff like this is only like 7 cents a share?
Yeah.
And that dude was bugging when he was talking about he had 500 shares of Bitcoin. I was like, you ain't like 500 coins? He was like, no, 500 shares. Yeah, one share ain't that one share would be having one Bitcoin.
Yes.
So why was he talking about he had 500 shares of Bitcoin? Like, man, you'll be a made man.
All right, here's the graph to it, right?
Share is like okay. I guess I see that where that green spike right there. That's probably where it hit 400 in one day. But it did shoot up and it stayed up too. It got some support. It got some support too when it jumped up. You know. Okay, I'm just putting some stuff out there with these stuff, man. These certain times you gotta get like kind of like jump into the future with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to predict what's gonna happen. Yeah, hell yeah, man. You gotta motherfucking use your mental power, man. Become Xavier on that motherfucking ass. Okay. Viking Therapeutics was 101%. Vitality put in Vitality Biopharma. 1,150% in one day, bro. This is where the cats is making their bread, man. When this shit be popping like this.
Spell that?
BIOPHARMA. Vitality Biopharma.
That's BIOBH.
PH.
BH or PH?
PHARMA.
Okay, pharma. Okay, I got it. Biopharma.
I ain't even looked at, but I just know I got that data from the research that motherfucker jumped 1150.
All right, got it.
What's it looking like? Stock. Here we go. Let me see. That's just from today, though. Hold on, let me see. 1 month, 6 months.
I'm looking for
a little curve. Yeah. See, stuff like this, and I mean, there's a lot of news behind it. You know, it's only 7 cents. Something like this has a potential, you know what I'm saying, to go through the roof too, man. Like stuff dealing with genetics and stuff. Like, man, shit, man. OTC MKTS. Like I you know, I ain't did all the research on it, but you know, like I did get the data to say it went up 1150 in one day. You know what I'm saying? That's those are good numbers, man. Anytime something like that happens.
I found it. I'll get it for you. 2 seconds.
OTC MKT.
No, I'm talking about the stock.
Vibio. Oh yeah, Vibio. VBIO. Oh, you got the chart. The chart for it.
Yeah, I'm about to.
But yeah, man. I got a bunch of stuff. I need to, yeah. It's just, you know, just doing research, man. Just got a lot of research to do, man. Try to find something, you know, that I got a lot more stuff, but you know, just a few things, man, for today. I know I came up late, and I apologize.
Right, you did a great job, man. You're giving us great info, bro.
Here, let me put my other notes up. I got something else for y'all. Give y'all a few more, and we'll call it
a night. And awesome, bro.
Let me see. I think it's this one. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. That's what guilt was. It has to do with the 5G. That's what it was.
You mean for the phones and stuff? 5G.
Yes. They're going to be one of the major players behind it. So that's a good one to get in on. And I think CMTL I think they're buying out Gilt. So if you get Gilt and they buy them out, your stock is just gonna go with CMTL. I think they're having a little dispute right now. But yeah, get in on CMTL too. That's Comtech Telecommunications.
I got it right here.
That's 1025. 1025. 1025 a share for Gilt, and then Comtech is $40 a share. That's not bad.
Now I got it right here.
But that was one. Hey, Bigtime, do you know anything about the warrants?
What about warrants?
Like warrant stocks?
So usually, like I think with like you're looking at mergers like SPACs. And you're looking at these companies that, let's say, like Helion and Shell that merged. Well, 2 companies from like Shell, and then when it merged into Helion. And the warrants basically are like you can make more money off of these warrants, but you have to be at a specific amount of money with where it's at. So let's say like I think where Shell was like $20 or $22, and then the warrants were like, I think they have to be around $9 to $11, and it has to, at the specific time or a specific rate, it has to go over that aspect of that in order to claim those warrants. And those warrants, you could use them as double leverage, so to speak. It's really, first of all, I don't, again, this is stuff that we need to, because I've looked at it.
Kind of sit down and break down, break it down even more. Yeah, I got you.
Again, because even with my brother, he explained it to me, and it's again, I'll look some stuff up on it again, but it's just do your due diligence and read about it, because it's very it gets really twisty. You can get in depth into it and lose your head on it, but they're also very risky. So, Star P brought up a whole bunch of information, great stuff. He's very much into day trading. We have to remember this, and it's a lot of stuff that, or either penny stocks and stuff like that, very risky moves. And I'm sure he has a lot of other moves that he's not as risky about. So you're looking for those,
absolutely,
one-hit wonders at times. Sometimes you can, you're looking at it, every hour on the hour, probably, I would assume, because that's how I would be doing it.
Yeah, I am.
You're looking at those gains, taking those gains, taking your money out and putting it in something else, taking those gains,
shaving them profits, man.
Consistently flipping that shit, flipping it over and over again. Very tough to do. It's not easy. It takes a lot of hard work to do. It's not easy.
I'm gonna get a lot better, man. I'm just getting my feet wet, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The eye, when you're looking with your eyes, you're going, oh, a lot of candy. But I'm telling you what, man, when you start getting into it, it gets really sour at times. So it takes a lot. What Star P is doing takes a lot of work. So hands off to you, man.
Hella factory, nigga.
The stock bully.
So since everybody's here, I'm gonna bring it up. I brought it up to everybody that was here before, but I was bringing it up to Wall Street and Mace about putting together about $50 a month. All right, it's a stock challenge, and we'll put up about $50 a month. The things that we need to talk about is how long we're going to do that, but we'll put $50 a month in. Mace would hold the cash and put it into a into a portfolio Fidelity investment brokerage account.
That's a very good idea, man.
We'll bring in 5 of our own stocks that we like. And then if there's like 5 of us, that'll be like 25. But what we're going to do is we'll vote on those. We'll vote on the 25, and we'll pick the best 5 out of those 25. And we'll put them in that brokerage account. We'll add $10 to each stock, which means it's going to be, it'll be fractional shares. And then we're going to add 3 of the best ETFs that we can find. So, we'll take 5 from each of us. That's 25 if we can get 5 of us or more. And then we'll take the best 3 or the best 15 from the 3. And then we'll put $50 down on each of those 3. And then every month until I don't know how long, this is a thing that we'll have to think about. We'll keep on adding funds to it. And every time we add funds, we'll add $10 to each one. Plus we'll add more companies to the brokerage account, so that at the end of the year, everybody can see how much we basically how much profit we've made.
I like that idea, man.
But there's a lot. Of course, there's a lot to go over though. Like if $50 is good with everybody a month, how long do we put the 50? Do we keep it? Do we keep putting in $50 a month through the whole year? How many companies do we put into the to the brokerage account until we say enough is enough? And
now, can we Bigtime, I was gonna say, can we all like sign on as shareholders or something as far as the same? All of us be like share account or something. But that was it just one main person that can do it.
I'm assuming. I mean, we can look into it, but I'm assuming that it'll probably have to be one individual that takes the run with this portfolio with this brokerage account.
Because it'd be cool if we could set it up like some type of trust or something and start appointing people certain stuff, man. Like but go ahead.
Well, okay. So what I'll do before Saturday, I'll look up. I'll talk to Fidelity, because I have my brokerage account there, and see what they what they'll say about it, and where we can what we can do from there. But in the meantime, we have to think of when we do this, or if everybody's interested, when we how many companies will we be putting in, and then when we're not happy with one, do we go ahead and swap that company out like an ETF, so to speak? So there's a lot to talk about from Saturday on, but that's just the thought. It would be fun, I think, for everybody. I also think that we'd be benefiting to learning something and making money at the same time.
And big time. Right. I know if you took my Ethereum advice, I know you're a happy person right now. But go ahead.
Yeah, I wish, man. I mean, when I looked at it, I just seen it like in November it was like around 500, and now it's like $1,000. So one thing, like we said earlier, Bitcoin's out of my reach. I'm not wasting my time with that shit. I'm not going to waste my time with something that's high. Unless it drops down to about $15,000, I'll go, okay, I might take a shot. But I'm going to stick with the ones that are in my grasp: Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin.
Hint, Litecoin. That's the next one. Go ahead.
Litecoin, yep. And so all those Neo is another one down there somewhere. But yeah, but I'm gonna, like I was telling everybody earlier, I have the Excel sheet. I'm adding to it tonight as we speak, just some of the stuff we talked about, and I should be able to push it at everybody, even if it's not ready, and it should mostly be ready. I'll push it out Friday night to Saturday morning before we get together.
And if I get some time, man, I'll start sharing some information about the private coins, man, because those could come in handy too. But we'll leave that for another time. But yeah, I don't wanna bore y'all with the stock stuff. Go ahead, Tom.
Dude.
Yo, so when y'all gonna start taking the money and everything? Like when all that gonna start?
Next Tuesday.
Well, let's talk about it on Saturday. I'm throwing this out there now. We'll talk about it more on Saturday. If this is what
time?
When I give the Excel sheet,
all right.
9 o'clock in the morning.
When I give the Excel sheet out, everybody will look it over, see how they feel about it. Things need to be added to it, I'll add to it. We'll get into the discussion about what we're going to do and how we're going to do this, and then we'll decide how we're going to give the money out. What me and Wall Street were talking about with Mace is Mace taking giving him the cash through Cash App and then working through that through a brokerage account. But let me talk to Fidelity first to see how, if we have multiple people in one, how would that work?
Hey, big time, because if that's the case, all we would have to do is for some type of trust, bro, and appoint Mace as the treasurer, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or the trustee, over the account. You know what I mean? Something like that. But go ahead. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it more. But yeah.
I never dealt with a trust before, so I don't know how that really works.
Yeah, me neither.
Neither have I.
So yeah.
But it equals, everybody get their percentages at the end of the day.
Yes.
What's that?
That's right.
Everybody would get their percentages at the end of the day as far as being a shareholder.
Because everybody would have to put in the same amount every time.
Right. $50 a month, right. Now, the thing is that we all have to agree we stay in all year. If somebody ends up leaving, I'm going to throw this out there.
They lose their investment if they leave. You lose your investment, man. You agree right now? You miss it. Hey, you out,
There
man.
you go.
I'm going for the long haul. That goes for me too. I think that's how it should go. I don't know if you was gonna say that big time, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be long haul. The only thing I would have said, and Star is a little bit more less lenient than I am. So Star says you lose it all. I was going to sit there and say you lose half of what you put into it, but we can agree. We can agree on that on Saturday to see how that works. But as long as once we agree and we vote on everything, that's how it rolls. That's how we're going to do it. If you're dissatisfied when we're going through it, you've lost it. It doesn't matter.
This is gonna be a awesome Christmas. That's all I'm gonna say. But go ahead.
I would agree with
Yeah.
That's another thing though too. If you want, by the end of the year before Christmas, if we're wanting to cash out before the end of Christmas, we can do that. Maybe a month before, or at the end of the year before everything. I don't know but that's another thing to talk about. So, or we can let it ride the next year. It just depends on how we feel. So maybe we need a cutback, like around November to see, if we want to keep on going, or we go ahead and cash out, restart for the next year and start up a new one,
That'll be good.
That sounds fire, man. That sounds fire to me.
Sounds nice, bro. Sounds like a hell of a fact.
Hello factory.
Yeah, hope nothing but like success for all of us in doing something like this. To be, like I said, money made, money earned. We're gonna work hard to do it and have fun doing it too.
Yeah, it's fun for me, man. I'm looking forward to it.
As long as we learning, bro, because that's what I'm in. I want to learn, but if we doing it hands-on, I learn faster that way. So I like that idea.
Yeah, the point of it is so that
I like the learning aspect, and us doing it. It makes the learning curve faster for me because I'm a hands-on learner. You feel me? So if we're doing it and we're learning at the same time.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, we're gonna do it together. We're gonna do it together, Pete. I mean, we're gonna do it all together. And at the end of the day, we're gonna be voting on this. So everybody has a word and a say. All right, that's what the bottom line is. We're all gonna work together as a team, and we're gonna make some cash.
Facts.
That's what I mean, bro. So every decision gets voted on, and we go with the majority.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Let me ask you one question. One more quick question. How many people are you allowing? Because it could get, you know what I mean? Like now,
I said that earlier.
Like other people will hear about it, and then now they want to come in, and you know what I mean? I've gone through this, bro.
Like, all right, so
I think there should be a cap. There should be a cap.
Okay, what's the cap?
We're talking about money here, so we're gonna have to put this
we're
in.
talking about people here. How many people?
No, a cap on the individual. How many people are involved? That's what I mean.
$50 per person every month.
6 to 10 people at most.
All right.
Yeah, it got to be like set because people gonna be, hey yo, let me in, mate. You know what I mean?
No, it ain't gonna be like that. I mean, Laro, you in for the one that
money start being made? Bro, niggas get crazy, bro.
So, right now, I know everybody in here, so that's 5 plus whoever's wanting to do it in the chat. So
Dwayne, Pac-Man, I'll reach out to Pac-Man.
Yeah. So it'll happen. So let's think about this on Saturday. So I'm saying about 6 to 10. If people think there could be more or less, it's whatever you all want to do. But I'm saying about 6 to 10.
All right. We'll work on it. That's right. Dwayne, Pac. I don't know about Laro. Yeah.
I think 10 is good, bro. That's a nice round number. Not too many people. A good amount. No, 10 is good.
Here's the big problem. A big problem here is that when we decide as many people as we have on Saturday, everybody has to understand it's going to be $50 a month. If we count on doing the $50 a month, and that's not stressful on everybody, you better have that $50 in the mace by the end of the month. Because if you don't, well, you could say, as what Star P said, you're shit out of luck. Or
are we doing a 5-day grace period or no?
No. Because now it gets crazy.
I'm just saying. No, we want to just be like this day, because when the rent is late, you get at least a 5-day grace period, and after that, you shit out of luck. I'm just saying to give it just a little wiggle room, just in case. But I'm just throwing it out there. It's up to y'all. It's majority rule. It don't matter to me.
I understand that, and I'll try. I'm willing to work it, but I also I've rented my home out to friends, and I tell you what, when you give that grace period out, sometimes it's been taken advantage of. And I'd hate for somebody to sit there, to sit there and say that they're going to do it, and then they're another 5 days. They need another 5 days. But on the other end, it's hard to say that when you're on the other end of it too. So let's just talk about that and see what how everybody feels on Saturday about that.
And whatever we do, we got to put it in writing because we're talking about people's money here. So we got to put something.
And we all got to sign it.
Yeah, like maybe even get it notarized. Like
somebody, well, Star, you talking about like having all these notes and stuff like that. Why don't you find like a something template online that we can have like some type of
template? I'll check it out. Okay.
Sounds great, fellas, man. Hey, I'm happy to know y'all motherfuckers, man.
Well, we're not when Mace came and told me about this, I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to make money. Like I wasn't playing with this shit from day one. I'm already making money.
Me and you was talking.
We have 20% since we started doing this.
Yeah, in Cooler's room, and I said, "Bro, you into this?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Come up Saturday, Tuesday." It was a Tuesday. He came up, and we was talking about the. I had a good feeling him out, and he told me he was a big Ravens fan, and I was telling him how great the organization is, and then he was in, bro, and I'm glad that I found it.
Sunday, get into their ass on Sunday too.
Yeah, man. I helped him, bro. I said,
I'll be right back, fellas.
Yeah, go ahead. I said, this is the guy I need, bro. Cause like I said, I was telling the story to these two guys earlier tonight. But when I wanted to do my channel, this was very big part of my channel. It really is. This is very important to me because I do believe that one thing that I don't think I know this for a fact, that we get stereotyped because all people think we all do all day is watch ESPN and do nothing else with our lives. I haven't watched ESPN since Craig Kilborn was there. That was 25 years ago. And I said, I'm going to do a business side of this. I'm going to do a women's panel. I think it'll work. And we will all, especially if this idea comes through for us, we're all going to benefit from us. All of us. And those who didn't want to be here or had some issues every week and excuses, they're going to miss out on this one, man. This is going to be this is a phenomenal idea. Kudos to you, Big Time.
We're all together on this, Mace. We're all going to benefit from this. I know how everybody wants to do this, and I know definitely, Tess is, like he said, he wants to meet people that really want to make the cash and, stick with it. And I'm there with him. And I know Star P wants to, he's doing his grind. I know, Wall Street's doing the same thing. We're all on the same page. As long as we're on the same page, this will work. It's going to work just fine.
Facts. Or as my good man would say, Hello Factory. That's what he would say. I think this was a very, started off slow, but this ended up being very, very productive tonight. And for the people who missed out, you're about to miss out on something big. I think people are going to miss out on this, and they're going to be mad like a motherfucker. Because, see, just the 5 of us alone, we can get it done. We add Dwayne, he'll chip in. Laurel definitely chip in. I know if I can reach him out, he'll chip in. That's a solid 8 right there.
Well, that's a good number, bro. 10 people, $50 a month. That's $500 a month. You can play with for 12 weeks.
Is that cool? Can honestly, before we get off here, can everybody be cool with $50 a month until the end of the year?
That's not
$600.
If you get a stimulus check, that's all the money right there already. That's $600 for the year anyway. So you can look at it like that. You get a stimulus check, you already got your money for the year.
And if anything, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like sometimes I don't like bills, so I'll just pay shit off. So I don't know if y'all into shit like that, bro. Nigga just give you his 600 and be done with it for the year.
Yeah.
I invested the last stimulus. I'm gonna invest this one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna invest this shit, bro. So what else you gonna do, bro? I'm about, you know what I'm saying? Go buy a liquor, a Moet bottle. No.
Shit, man, buy B.W.S stock, man. That's what we talking about.
You right. For real. Nah, man, I'm gonna make money with y'all niggas, man. Cause I'm gonna learn at the same time. That's why I'm
Me
here,
too.
bro. I
I'm
need
gonna
to
learn
learn
even
it.
more at the same time. I'm with you.
Because if I'm looking at it, cool. But if my money in it and y'all telling me and then we maneuvering shit, what? That's what that you can't pay for that. You feel me? That's still people go to school for years and learn.
I have a question for you, Artas.
What's up?
Here you go. Did you think my channel will begin to evolve like this?
Yeah, I remember. Remember, I was here day one. I remember when you didn't know where the lights were. You were bumbling around. Apologizing to
Remember
everybody.
that? Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And I was like, man, you gonna get it right, man. But I remember you said stocks was gonna be part of it. I was like, yeah, right. Niggas never stick to the stocks. And then I was more here for the sport. But when I saw you came back around with the stocks that Saturday, when I met on Black Wall Street, I remember you told me Bigtime was into it, but then Bigtime popped up. And the more it grew, I was like, all right, for sure. But then that day, when it really became like, all right, we finna do this, I was like, yes, finally. Bro, I go to these channels, bro. I go to these stock niggas channels, and all they do is talk shit. Yeah, they'll give you the tips and why they found the stock, but at the same time, you're not learning shit.
No, yeah.
At least I wasn't, bro.
They're not telling guys, hey, guys, let's get together. Let's chip in. And
yeah, nobody
do
does
shit like
shit.
that. Here, you're going to get it in here. I think the cool part is that we're all going to benefit.
That's it, man. That's what it's supposed to be about, man.
Facts. Yeah, man. I mean, again, people who didn't come tonight, Saturday's it. Because if you guys ain't here Saturday, I'm not even going to mention it these next couple of days. I'm going to keep it quiet. And again, this is what this is all about. How you doing, little bro? What's up?
So Nate, so I know Dwayne is bringing up annuities. He's going to talk about annuities on Saturday. So this is just me. I'd like for everybody to do this, and this is of course if Mason Wall Street agree to this, is that every person that comes in on Saturday, whoever they are, unless they just didn't know about it, bring in one company that you look at all week. Just look at it, do your due diligence and just and read about it, just do some research on it and bring it in. Just one company that you like, that you say, man, I want to invest in this. Maybe I'm not investing in it now, but I really like to invest in it. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do all this research and then talk about it on Saturday and give us the reasons why you would invest in it. So that means that everybody coming in, we should have about enough for a show, 5 or 6, 7 stocks to talk about companies. And then what me and whatever else Dwayne brings to the table, and then the sheet, the Excel sheet as well. That should be more than enough.
Facts. Done. I'll do my checks on Thursday. 'Cause I have all day off. So Thursday I'll do mine, and I'll recruit what I like, and then I'll bring it up. I'll present it to the group on Saturday morning. No doubt. 11 o'clock Saturday, by the way, guys. Oh no, yeah, 11 o'clock this Saturday. Give guys time to wake up in the morning. That's good with you, Wall Street? 11
Yeah,
o'clock.
that's how it all started.
Hey, man. What about you, Big Time? 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Remember, one company. All
I
right,
got it.
just do it. I mean, hell, I'm not even. We're not asking for very much, but it's hard enough to do it by yourself, or with a couple people to do all this research. Put a little effort into it as well. The more effort you put into it, we'll put in 10 times the effort for you.
I appreciate that. I definitely will. I'll do that Thursday morning as soon as I get up. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on this laptop right here. I'm gonna start searching and looking, and I'll find something. Chilling at home. I got my nap in. That's good for you, little bro. Miami. Say what's up to everybody in the room, on the platform. Yeah, I'll do that. No doubt.
Just one, fellas. All we need is one from each. That's it.
Not a problem. Not a plumbing mode. Funds.
And then I hope that you all like what I put together for you all, and then you can roll with the Excel sheet in any which way you want to. So we have an exciting Saturday coming, gentlemen.
Cannot wait for it. Final words. Go ahead, Big Time. Final words, Smooth.
I appreciate everybody's participation, and I appreciate Black Wall Street and everybody else in here, and yeah, I'm ready to make some cash. That's what I'm just ready to make some cash.
Black Wall Street. What's up, partner?
Man,
Final words.
I just want to just speak on how things have progressed. It's only been really 6 weeks since we really started doing this.
Yeah.
And look how we're already making money. People making money off of the stuff that we're talking about, and now we're even taking it to the next level by doing our own little portfolio. So this just goes to show you what happens. This is what happens when Black people work together and on the same page. It ain't about that bullshit and really trying to make things happen. So this is what it looks like.
All right, Tess. Final words. All right, Tess.
My bad, man. I was putting some food away. I mean, proud of y'all niggas, man. Let's make this shit work, man. Because this could be the start of something, bro, and we could be an example.
Oh, one more tip, y'all. If y'all do hear anything about some EMP, go ahead and get you some stock and some aluminum, and grab you some aluminum while you at it. And just in case, you know what I'm saying, you already prepared, wrap up your motherfucking devices so that shit don't affect your shit. But yeah, just want to throw that out there.
You got it, bro. Thank you, my friend. Hella factory, nigga. Well, for everybody, Mr. Miami, Commandante Lou, Itess, Laurel, Nicer, everybody who came in here tonight, boy.
And I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm actually about to get a few stock in there right now. But go ahead, though.
Go ahead, my partner, my brother. See who else was in here tonight. Commandante Lou, Sheed, two of my favorite guys. See Iman Perry, of course. A lot of people came up here tonight. Michael Metroke was here early tonight. He's probably somewhere in the Black Manosphere. Dwayne was here. And of course, Star P, the big Smooth right here, which I'm going to make a big banner for him. He deserves it, bro. And of course, the excellence of Big Time Smooth. His Lakers won by 2 tonight at Memphis with no John Morant, but the Lakers squeaked out of it 94-92. Portland's rolling the Bulls early. And of course, I have the excellence here. I have the brilliance in Black Wall Street, power and glory. The combination here. And
about to become some motherfucking tycoons in this bitch. Let's go.
Right, yeah. And I gotta get another name for Platinum. I'll find one for him. So, well, I got one. The Hella Factory. Experience.
The Hella Factory. Hella Factory.
The triplets. Dallas had it 30 years ago. I have my triplets right here, right now. And when Tac-Man get himself together, it'd be the Fantastic Four. I truly, truly love you guys. I love your brilliance, your expertise. your star power. I don't know where I'd be without you. My shout out to Tacman Clan Killer. I wish he was here tonight for this. I'll just let him get his head together, and he'll be back in here soon. I just want to say something to the audience who watched tonight. This is beginning to grow more and more. When you get a Ramir Mir to stop what he does and go this straight to investing in tech, I'm gonna get a tech dude up here too. Not for this. I'm gonna get a tech guy to talk tech. Because we need that stuff, man. Maybe Gabe A and maybe keep it teching himself. Maybe both of them as a combo. I can get them up here and talk their expertise. But I want to thank everybody for what they do best, and that is show how brilliant their minds are. I mean, everybody up here don't do balls and strikes, folks. Tell your friend I say hello, buddy. No partying, no clubbing, no drinking. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. No drugs, no sex, no women. Good night from the Oasis. I love you.
Yeah, though, salute.
Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow night. It could be tomorrow afternoon, be tomorrow. Depends on how I feel when I get up.